Hello, everyone. Welcome to Theater Screenplays Pathfinder Campaign Less Than or Equal to 2, Episode 32. We will start with our theme, and we will be right back.
There is a manticore in this dungeon, and our company is falling to its claws. But if even one companion rolls a 20 with a broadsword, we will slay the beast with one stab through its jaws, and steal the treasure from its paws to thunderous applause.
Hello, everyone. I know Nathan has stepped away, but that'll give me time to... Oh, there he is. You're so quick.
I was making a drink.
You've got good priorities. I should have done that during the theme. So, Episode 31, synopsis, The Tracks Never Lie. Molly dreamed of a
don't.
cat heading westward, its hackles raised in warning. It was clearly Navulu, but the voice came garbled through Spot. Meanwhile, Felicity dreamed of sailing and slept well, unburdened by sight. When Felicity awoke, she found herself cured of her blindness by Tectune and was pleased she no longer had to keep watch. Molly, awakened by Tectune casting Cure Blindness Deafness on her, reflexively grabbed his throat before releasing him shortly after. Irritable, Molly attempted to express her stress about being involved with the god of torture, but Felicity couldn't relate, blaming much of it on Molly's choice to become their champion. Molly insisted that the power dynamic left her with little choice. After consuming a hearty breakfast soup, Molly pulled Felicity aside and asked for her support in doing what needed to be done when they found the Duke. She also told Felicity to do what she had to if Molly spiraled into madness. Felicity was unfazed. The group packed up their camp and set off westward, raising the Hello Kitty flag. As the forest grew denser, Felicity noticed the appearance of path and ruins, most likely remnants of the ancient elven kingdom. Tracks led into the buildings on the outskirts. Kneeling down, Felicity smelled and even tasted the ashen tracks, deducing they were hours old. Molly humored her, although she doubted the accuracy of that deduction. Feeling spiritually thinner after consuming nothing but soup and not breaking the ashen ground, the party reached a farmhouse. Felicity kicked down the door, only to be confronted by a wall of eyes and whispers just below audible range. The creature, a grotesque mask of gray flesh, mouths, and a single hand, reached out to her, pleading for help. Attempting to identify the creature, Molly realized it was some sort of pseudo-ooze, a collection of creatures fused into one. Whatever had happened in this land persisted within it. As it reached out again, Felicity gave it some fish jerky, which it devoured before asking for love. Molly, showing both fear and pity, gave it a portrait of this slutty elf she had stolen from the half-orc bartender. The creature consumed the portrait and transformed into an elf-like shape, though disturbingly distorted with too many joints in the wrong places. It offered a gift to Molly, escorting her to a hidden compartment that contained an ashen key. When asked where the key led, it pointed westward. When Molly asked its name, every mouth responded with a different name. Before parting, the creature gave Molly a hug. The duo, struggling to process the absurdity, continued westward. Ullman checked on Molly's mental state, and she responded that the world deserved vengeance against fate. Ullman tried to impart wisdom, but Molly resisted, claiming she wasn't ready, and Ullman assured her that she wouldn't have them for much longer. Ullman impressed the idea of serenity upon Molly, who then decided to get a tattoo of the Serenity Prayer on her lower back.
Oh,
Felicity
God, I forgot.
demonstrated the impressive skill in calligraphy and then placed the prayer on Molly's back, but altered two words. Felicity, impressively skilled in calligraphy, inked the prayer on I said that twice. The serenity to accept the things she can change and the courage to change the things she cannot. Afterwards, Molly felt sick, likely from Felicity using torture implements to tattoo, and wrapped herself in Rue's shawl. Felicity then found an old track leading to what they assumed was a tavern. Molly examined the ashen key and with Han's help found the letters LBSMNT etched onto it. Felicity tried to examine a nearby charred sign, but it disintegrated in her hands. Inside, they discovered bodies, most of them elves, but surprisingly also some gnomes. When Molly attempted to loot the area, everything crumbled into ash. Before leaving, Molly found a bottle of lantern oil in the ash, untouched by the surrounding decay. Outside, Felicity discovered the remnants of an encampment with tents and bottles bearing the Ensign Empire seal. Based on the setup, they deduced there had been about 8 or 9 people in the expedition. One set of footprints headed east but didn't return. Realizing the eastbound person was likely the one killed by the bat creature earlier, the party chose to follow the larger expedition. They also noticed a strange second sun in the sky, but neither they nor their compatriots could identify the origin. They pressed on and soon encountered a large garrison wall with a portcullis following the tracks through a massive hole leading towards a castle. They advanced cautiously, sending Ruth to keep watch on the battlements while the rest of the party searched the empty encampment. They found notes and maps belonging to the expedition indicating that the group had been searching for keys likely meant for this very place. One map referenced O13, the ancient empire possessing the right arm and searching for the Eye of Hope. Another list of body parts mentioned the left leg located in Ellisentire, needing the Veil of Freedom. Tectun quickly copied the notes before the party set up an ambush within the tents. Several hours passed before something metallic clinked onto the table. Molly investigated and found a dog tag, and minutes later 4 more fell, bearing various titles, including Wizard. Molly checked in with Ullman, who then decided to enter the castle. Ruth loosed a warning arrow, and the party heard screaming from within the castle. As they returned to their hiding places, Felicity saw a woman fleeing the castle missing a forearm. She screamed, "You have to stop, it's not you," before an arrow pierced her forehead. A man with a green cape and glowing green eyes casually strolled from the castle, remarking pity before heading back inside. Another dog tag appeared on the table as Molly recognized the Duke of Auburn-Adson. Felicity examined the cleric's body and found that neither her magic nor potions had been able to stop the bleeding. The party took the maps off the table and entered the castle and found a shocking amount of blood and heard the sounds of arrows flying and screams. Searching the rooms, Felicity found an armory filled with elven weapons, which she took several, and Molly found a firearm which she loaded and took with her. Moving forward, Molly entered the space with the Duke and saw him sitting on a throne covered in blood surrounded by bodies. He stood and then tossed it aside, revealing a set of stairs beneath. Molly, in disguise, appeared with a letter. When asked to toss the letter to him, Molly threw a dagger with spider-vine poison as well. Not noticing the dagger, he was hit by the poison and collapsed, the bow falling from his hands, his eyes still glowing green. Felicity grabbed the bow and felt a sudden urge to take control, and then realized she could do it later and stored the bow in the gauntlets. Molly removed Obern's hands, and Felicity took all his jewelry while Molly broke his knees. Withered from his poison, he came to, but Molly revealed himself and taunted him, eventually opening the letter for Obern to read. As he read it, electricity rippled through his eyes, and Molly heard many layered voices in her mind, which were unfamiliar, say, "The final blow is yours, Molly." Spending 2 hours, Molly tortured Obern until he gave out. Meanwhile, Felicity and the rest of the crew went down the stairs and found an immense door with 3 keyholes. She found the matched keys in her possession and turned them, opening the door and finding a pristine and undamaged portion of the castle made of white marble. In the center of the room was a stand with a bell jar. Inside the bell jar was a shriveled right leg with no skin. At the top was a disc attached to a chain with an impossibly small script. At the ankle was a broken shackle. There was an inscription beneath the bell jar: "To reach me, find the key that brings peace and life to lands broken." Unable to open the bell jar, Felicity searched further, finding a loose stone concealing a thin veil, a shroud of mourning. The moment she touched it, it was as if the oppressive weight of the environment lifted. Coming down after cleaning herself off, Molly found Felicity spread out with the expedition maps and the veil hanging off one finger. Molly, trying to pull from her memory, thought the veil could free someone from any containment, were unable to be bound, and could free others by looking through the veil from any sort of binding, such as enchantments, but with a potential cost. It was said to be from a bride whose husband was executed on their wedding day. Although she tried to free him from death's shackles, she failed. Determined to test the veil's power, Molly donned it and looked at the leg through it. She saw ghosts outside the vault going about their daily lives. Looking closer, she saw enchantments around the bell jar and a dark nimbus encircling the leg. Despite the nimbus, Molly attempted to reach through to grab the leg. Felicity watched Molly turn sheer as her fingers slid through the glass. Molly watched as her fingers turned black, entering the nimbus as she felt pain and was thrust out of the glass. She tried again and was able to pull the leg from the glass, but found the nimbus encased on her wrist. Felicity and the rest of the party could now see this darkness in place on her wrist as Molly was near fatally wounded. Asking Tectun to heal her, she found the spell consumed and blighted by the nimbus, opening wounds on Tectun instead. Stopping him from attempting further, Molly attempted to read the inscription on the disc, but found it was entirely too small and likely something immense struck down to the size of a coin, and be impossible to read in its current state. She put the arm in her handy haversack and asked Tectun to try and remove the curse, but the spell was consumed by the nimbus and turned to blood. Resolving to search the rest of the castle, the party collected their notes and moved forward. The party leveled up, and the party gained a mythic trial. So, so at this point, I do need to give a story to point to Felicity for knowing the name Portcullis, and also note that your map is a world map because you were altering you were creating a land bridge between two parts of two continents.
Oh, that's right.
So yeah, you
Yes.
actually have a world map.
Oh, sick.
So any
Wow.
edits Tech2 made were able to do that. Do you still have that land bridge, by the way?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Man, the fuck am I even doing here? You can just make land bridges by drawing them on a map, and I'm just atrophied.
I'm
So
all
you
powerful.
So did you two you're welcome to search the castle, but if you want to have any conversations at this time, you're welcome to do that too, because I know we were at the end of our session.
So you're disintegrating, right? You're cursed.
I'm not falling apart, but nothing's rebuilt. Oh, I guess technically, something we did mechanically heal me.
No, something you did.
That's something that we did.
Oh, you're
beyond
talking
the
about the
fourth
level
wall
up.
as a character. I really don't know how to explain how I got my full health by leveling up.
I mean, you're still cursed, though.
I'm still cursed.
What I will say is that you absorbed the soul, you drank the soul of Over and Adson.
Oh,
Ooh.
fuck.
Gross.
Yeah, sorry. Well, I ate a soul. Didn't know I could do that.
Is he a good vintage?
Refined. Truly a beautiful experience, top to bottom.
Mm.
So you're saying that mechanically I can drink people's souls to heal for the time being?
I will say that for the first soul that you drank, you found it invigorating. And Charon. Actually, roll a percentile die for me. I want to see if Chiron spoke to you. We're gonna maybe have a little retro.
I rolled a 37.
Oh my god. Oh, that was a percentile. Sorry.
Yeah, no.
You
It's pretty
see.
bad.
Let me see. I want to do this right. As Overn dies in front of you, having you finished your torture, you see this river appear in front of you. And you see the spirit of Overn standing at the edge of this river. And you see this boatman appear. Long white beard, dark robes, carrying a staff that he's using to move himself along. And as he continues to move himself, he looks over at you and he grabs. And you watch as he grabs this person to pick them up, they turn into a wisp. And he's almost holding this ball of a spirit. And he looks to you. Molly.
What? I don't... I mean, I was already where I thought I was in hell.
We have heard a lot about you. Your involvement with the river is notable, you and your companions.
I'm going to roll an intelligence check to see if I have any concept or clue to where I am.
Yeah. Actually, this would be a religion check.
Religion. Okay. Test my new class skill. That I haven't assigned any. Well, I'll assign 2 points into it right now. And then that's the rest of my points. Okay.
And don't forget,
So
being a
that's...
class skill, you get the +3 to that.
+3. Okay. So that is 23.
You believe this is the River of Souls. And this is probably the boatman, Chiron.
Oh, Molly instinctively takes a step back.
Oh,
Just like,
it's not your time.
oh, thank God.
Trust
Sorry,
me.
I'm still sorting so much stuff out up there. It would just be a shame to go right now.
Oh, don't worry. At your time, I will be escorting you.
That's comforting.
It should be, because if I don't escort you, something has gone terribly wrong.
That's great point. Great point. Was you're happy with this? I always kind of assumed that people were upset that they were taken prior to their time, or am I like taking people at their time?
A matter of fate. Their time is inconsequential to me. The fact that they are gone is my job.
Okay. Well, I apologize if I have added to your workload in any significant way. But I do
think you
appreciate
misunderstand my purpose.
Oh, I thought you were upset with me.
Oh, never.
Oh, usually when people like drag me to a different realm, it's to chastise me.
Maybe you don't understand my other purpose. I'm also known as a Pale Rider. I am the Horseman of Death. You are serving me, Molly. Do you not understand your purpose?
I apparently not.
Have you
I would
ever
love some
tasted
clarification.
a soul? Have you ever tasted the bounty of which you are bringing to me?
I don't think I have. I don't think anyone's given me the option.
Would you wish to? And gain the profane powers?
I mean, obviously.
He passes over to you this soul, and you see that these hands are long. They're not bony by any way. He seems a little gaunt, but he just kind of passes it over to you. And he just, take. But realize, when you take it, there is no going back. Your soul will be mine.
Okay. Do I have any concept for... Because Molly's... This is a great alternative to giving your soul to the god of torture, necessarily. So Molly's not so concerned about herself, like, at this point, but she is curious, like, how this impacts the soul of Auvergne Edson. And not in like a, I want to do this, do I not want to do this? It's more of like a morbid curiosity. Can I roll another religion?
You can roll a religion. You can also choose to ask if you wish to.
Okay. So Karen, what happens when I eat this, like, to this former entity?
It becomes a part of you.
And
its power. It's like eating food. Do you care what happens to the wheat?
No, I just wanted to, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't, like, granting anybody any special bliss.
Oh. No. They will pass through you. It's no blissful than the wheat. And then you feel the power of the soul drinker through you. And he says, welcome to my legion.
I dig it. I kind of had some crazy stuff happen in there. I got this really messed up hand. There's nothing you can do about this, right? Like, I know you're incredibly powerful. I'll figure it out. While I'm here, while I have you, you seem like you know what's going on, and this is outside of my scope of understanding.
You watch as he's like, may I see it? Bring your hand closer, Molly. And and you feel his hand kind of touches, and it's just ice cold. And he is like, you see as his hands turn black and wither and turn to skeletal bone as he's touching this Nimbus. He's unfazed completely. The Nimbus of Pain. It was one of my greatest works.
It's really cool. I would love it on somebody else.
I will tell you the only way to remove it is to perish for good, or
Oh.
to find its counterpart.
And do you have any insight as to where I might find that counterpart?
It's not my skill set, I shall say.
I'm just
It's
curious. I'm
called the
not
Life
asking out of
Caller.
expectation. The life, like CALL or COLL?
CALLER.
Okay.
That's a good clarification.
Okay.
You made me question which one would be better.
Yeah,
I'll give you a
they
story
both
point
sound-
for that one. That was good.
Hell yeah. I'm back in it. I may not be making land bridges, but I'm... Okay.
You can roll a percentile die to see if he knows, because this is like the opposite of what he does. But
Okay, I
just
rolled an
because
82.
an 82?
Yeah.
Okay. You can throw a story point in there if you want before I make his roll.
And the story point would...
Expand the
add to
range of it working.
Yeah, let's drop that story point.
Okay. Alright, what did you get?
I got an 82. Do you want me to roll again?
No, for the story point. What was the...
Oh, did I roll a d6?
Yes.
I rolled a 6.
Okay. You watch as he appears to focus and his eyes grow black. And you see this map of the world open up in front of him. And it's this ghastly skeletal map. It's almost like you're looking at the world after everything has died. And it appears in front of you. And you see his hand just start to point. And you see different little like blips pointing up on the world. And he's just kind of like, no. And you watch as it's cast off of the map.
Mm-hmm.
And you see him smile. It's like, you're not going to like the answer at all.
I haven't liked a single thing that's happened to me in 50 plus years.
It's in Raven Rock. It seems they wish to keep one of their greatest threats under wraps.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the insight. I will be finding that because this is just not going to do. This whole situation is just... If I'm going to keep finding souls for you, this is making it quite difficult. So I'll figure that out. Appreciate the help. You've been so tremendously helpful today.
And you watch as his hands start to reconstitute. And you're still at that 3 hit points. And you watch as he says, "Let me give you a gift." And you watch as his hands kind of like trace over you. And you watch all of your wounds stitched together. But in the most like twisted way possible. It's like you watch as it's almost like rot and pus starts to form, and then it kind of like reconstitutes from there, and then everything just kind of sloughs off, and there's just this pile of grossness. But you're back to your full hit points, and he says, "Consider that my gift."
I am incredibly grateful. Thank you. I look forward to drinking more souls and also to bringing you more souls.
Oh, let me
boat down
give
the
you
river.
a pet to help out with that. And you see right next to you as this spiral of, again, pus out of nothing, and you see Keiko Damon appear next to you. Just
Can I
this
add a
row
little
of,
bit to that?
yes.
So Keiko demons have the ability to change shape. They have 2 different forms they can take that I get to choose from a list. So I'm gonna have it take its first form, which is a venomous snake, and I'm
Okay.
just gonna have it like quickly like coil up my leg and over my shoulder.
Oh, so as it starts to form the teeth, you will it to change, and it forms into the snake. And he looks at you and he goes, I already knew this was going to be great work.
Hey, learn to use the tools you're given.
Well, I have work to do, and so do you.
Grateful for the opportunity. Thanks again for the help. Looking forward to my second pact with an otherworldly evil entity.
You seem to be collecting those.
It's weird. Y'all just kind of show up and then our goals align. Kind of makes me wonder if yeah, we don't need to have this conversation here. You're a god. I got mortal stuff going on.
Don't worry, you have more than mortal stuff happening now, and he taps your wrist. And then you watch as he sails away on the river Styx, and then it just sort of fades away, and you see the souls kind of reaching over the boat trying to get in, and he just kind of like taps it away, and then it sails away into the distance. So now we'll kind of wrap that in, and now you're having the conversation with Felicity.
Okay. Yeah. Whoa. Sorry. Oh, did I blank out for like a minute?
I don't really know. I wasn't paying attention.
Awesome. Anyway, here's my new pet. I found it. I think in the realm of death, Felicity. My life's crazy.
That's pretty cool. Did you give it a name?
I'm gonna name him Henry.
That's a good snake name.
Or Heath. What do you think?
Ooh.
I'm attached to the H.
Yeah.
He can also do this, and I make him turn into an octopus on top of my head.
Ah. He looks weirdly tasty.
It speaks to you. I wouldn't try it.
It doesn't even speak. It speaks in your mind. I wouldn't try it.
Telepathically.
Yeah.
That doesn't really deter me, but okay.
Is it a Henry or a Heath? I just need the help.
What about Herbert?
Herbie? Oh, Herbie it is. Hey, Herbie. All right, I turned him back into a snake so he stops, like, choking to death.
You may call me Herbie, but my name is Karashnatov.
All right, Herbie.
All right, you now have Karashnatov, a.k.a. Herbie.
Is this another one of your, like, god things that you've been doing?
You say it like I choose these things.
I mean,
they just sort of keep showing up.
Okay, you don't need to yell about it.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be yelling. Techtoon, thank you so much for trying to cure me. I did get a little bit of insight. This thing is horrible. We're gonna have to go back to Raven Rock. We don't have to do that now. I'll be okay for a minute. But yeah. This is here for a while until we go there and find the lifesaver. Sorry, I had just closed the life collar. Until we find the lifesavers in Raven Rock.
We just have to find a piece of candy and we're good.
Yeah, it's not the gummy, chewy good ones either. It's like one of the hard mints.
Yeah.
It's the clove flavor they stopped making.
Ugh, cinnamon.
And then Techtoon goes, okay, What god did you talk to get this information and get your
Not
pet?
a god.
He's a god, isn't he?
Kind of. No, is he?
Or is he
Karen?
like a servant?
Is Karen a god, Tectoon?
He's like, oh, Chiron. He's not really a god. He's a horseman of the apocalypse.
Oh.
Yeah.
So,
like
I mean,
under-god.
effectively, he has most of the powers of a god.
He's an under deity, and it doesn't conflict with my worship.
Did you tell him that he was an under?
Navulu? You're gonna get me killed. Like more than you normally try to do.
You seem to be handling this quite well.
I don't necessarily have a choice, Tectoon. I don't know if you've ever been spoken to by two different like godly beings, and they both want you to work for them.
Humble brag.
Yeah, humble brag. Sorry, my bad. But it's sort of
everybody
like a power dynamic
wants
thing.
me to worship them.
Yeah, it's sort of like how you don't sleep with your boss.
They keep giving me power.
Yeah, no, you just like you don't really have a choice because of who's presenting you with this information. Yeah, and I do have powers.
Are you gonna go to HR?
I wonder if there's a neutral evil HR.
Me. Let's see.
You?
Who are the neutral evil gods?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
There's gotta be one that just doesn't give a fuck.
It's just all punishment.
Who's just in
Neutral
it
evil.
for them.
The only other neutral evil would be there's well, one is Navulu, one is Wedro.
Well, you got one of them.
I can't talk to Wedro after what I did at that temple.
So I guess lawful evils probably want to go. The god of assassinations or the god of valor.
Let's say the god of what's more HR, assassination or valor?
Valor.
Valor.
All right, if you want to reach out to them, you go ahead.
No. God, I don't even know how to reach out to a god.
Apparently, they
to
just
me.
reach out to you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just wait a little bit.
I'm so upset. I mean, I'm also incredibly powerful, and I have a new friend, and he's beautiful. But
Yeah. What color is Herbie?
Herbie is like a normal, like it's kind of like a cobra. It's that like purpley, blacky brown.
He got like patterns.
Yeah, he's got little stripes. Actually, no, I want him to look like a rattlesnake. So he's like
Creepy.
all brown and like diamondbacky.
But he does have in his mouth rows of mismatched teeth as evidence that
Oh,
he's
yeah.
a little bit of his Keiko-daemonness.
And his eyes do not look like snake eyes.
It's got like people eyes.
He's got like huge demon eyes.
It's like those cats that have human eyes.
And then at will, it's just invisible all the time.
Oh, creepy.
No, they're green. They're bright green.
Oh,
That's
a
what it
singular.
looks like.
Oh, it's like that. They look like a Doom alien.
Yeah, so their Doom uses them, and then D&D. It's on the monster manual for the most recent version of D&D.
Oh,
But yeah,
he's
it's got
cute.
bright green. Oh, this is the best picture of it. The Doom.
So does Herbie only have one eye, or does he have two eyes?
Herbie the snake has one green eye.
Just right in the middle of its forehead.
No, on one side. The other side is like scarred over.
Oh,
On our same side.
matching.
We share. I texted you the Doom picture of Packard making a funny lip.
Perfect. All right. Tecton's like, okay, so are we looting the rest of the palace?
We probably should briefly.
Might be some cool stuff.
Yeah. Do you want to not even RP it? Just do some rolls and
Yeah, we can
deal
do
with
that.
it later.
The one thing I will show you is that you do find this hidden treasure room that had a place where the bow was, and that is missing. Above it, it did have a quiver that was not taken.
Can I slot the quiver too?
Yeah.
As part of the weapon?
You can slot it as a different part, or it's slotless, so it's not really a weapon. So you can just take the
Just
quiver
tie
if
it to
you
your
want.
belt.
Oh. So could I use the quiver on the bow that's gonna like hurt me? That he
Or
made?
any other bow.
Oh, okay.
I think you should explore this cursed bow.
I think that I have like no benefit to using a ranged weapon. But yeah.
Maybe we should give the cursed bow to Ruth.
It's an efficient quiver. So basically it just holds 20 arrows. It holds 60 objects, general shape of an arrow. So it's just
Arrows, pencils, paintbrushes, just sticks that you might need.
So the
Forks?
first compartment holds 60 arrows. The second compartment holds 18 objects at the size of a javelin. The third one holds 6 objects the size as a bow. So it can hold like 6 bows.
Oh shit. That's dope.
You've got
I'm gonna gift this to Ruth.
Ruth goes, I don't remember Ruth's voice. Oh, that's so sweet of you. Thank you.
That's pretty much it.
And you watch as she just puts all of her bows and everything in there.
Just empties her pockets
Yeah.
into the
Yeah.
Oh, this is so much easier than oh
my Werther's candy.
Every old woman
Yeah.
loves a huge purse.
yeah.
This is Ruth's huge purse.
Ruth, would you? I've got this cursed bow, right? That I took off of Molly's sworn enemy, who's now not a problem.
Mhm.
Do you want it?
We could try to remove the curse.
We should probably take that into some place. As much as Tectoon is a great caster, I think we should probably look at probably just it could be an artifact. And we
Tectoon, how
might
do you
need
feel
to
about that
pay for
sentence?
it. Tectoon looks a little bit like. Actually, I'm gonna roll for how Tectoon feels about that. Tectoon seems a little like, you're right. After seeing the Nimbus,
What are you talking about?
and the last thing that he wants to have is someone affected by the Nimbus and having to fight Ruth under the effects of the bow.
Yeah.
It's like,
Okay, I'll just I'll keep it.
Hold on to that
Sword.
for now. Yeah,
Yeah.
we could deal with that at the next town. Probably not Lavea, because they'll probably kill us. But maybe the next town.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Sounds super good.
So, looking for other treasures. Okay. Do you want to roll? I guess this will
A
be a
percentage dice? Gladly.
Yeah, it will be a percentile die. Well, I'm not gonna be that mean to you. Oh, nor that mean. Okay. Roll percentile die.
72.
72. Okay.
Appreciate that. Use a toasty. Is it for us or for share?
Us?
Oh yeah.
For Cher. Cher doesn't get a blanket. Sorry. The Cher impersonator coming at Christmas does not get a blanket.
I was so mad. I saw an ad for a Cher Christmas show out here, Colton. And it's an impersonator. It ended up being an impersonator. But I was like so excited to go see a Cher Christmas concert.
Is that one of the casinos?
Yeah.
That's
but like
just-
a place that you would totally expect that to
Yeah.
happen.
Okay, this will actually work. You find iron bands of binding. It's a rusty iron spear wrapped in iron bands. When a command word is spoken and hurled at an opponent, the bands expands and then contract to bind the target on a successful ranged touch attack. A single large or smaller creature can be captured thus and held immobile, as if pinned, until the command word is spoken. The bands can be broken with a DC 30 strength check or escape them with a DC 30 combat maneuver check or escape artist check.
Oh my
It
god.
is used
So
once
it's
per
a
day.
thrown spear.
Again, I don't.
I got great dexterity.
Do you need strength?
It's a ranged touch attack.
Ranged
Oh,
touch.
ranged.
So
that's you.
that's all me. And I love to chain people up.
It's all you.
Thank
It's
you.
yours.
You guys get some really good rolls that fit so well with your...
It's called the Bands of Binding.
Iron Bands... Hang on. Now that I've just closed that page.
All
I
right.
believe it's Iron Bands of Binding. Yep, Iron Bands of Binding. And then Felicity, would you make... Or Molly, we'll make it your turn. Why don't you roll a percentile die for me?
50. 50 exactly.
Ooh.
It's not gonna... There's that one. Okay. You find a Ring of the Sophisticate. When worn on the little finger, this ring grants a +4 competence bonus on sense, motive, and knowledge local checks. And once per day on command, you can use the ring to cast either locate creature or locate object your choice. Furthermore, on command and at will, you can instantly know the direction from herself to the nearest tavern, pub, or similar watering hole as long as the establishment is in a settlement whose population is equivalent to that of a village or greater and within 20 miles of the wearer.
Oh, dang.
What was the very first thing on there?
+4 to sense, motive, and knowledge local checks.
Do you want that? Because I have pretty good knowledge local. And I have really bad sense motive. So I don't know if a +4 is really even that helpful to me.
Sure. Ring of the Sophisticate?
Yep.
I took your band.
So you
it's
can
on the
always
side.
find booze within 20 miles.
I already wrote on that one. You can always find booze within 20 miles.
As long as it's of a village or greater.
Oh, wait, I have +5 sense motive for my stuff already. I gotta actually write that down because I've made sense motive checks at 0 since I got those gloves that I got forever ago.
You know what? I'll give you one more. Make another percentile die, whichever one of you wants to.
Do you want to split it?
Sure, I'll roll the little.
50.
53.
Ooh.
53.
I don't know when you're going to use this, but that'll be funny. Okay. You also find a Trident of Fish command.
Oh, are you kidding? We're gonna use it all the time. Molly has a new equipped weapon.
It's a +1 trident, 6 foot long haft. You can charm up to 14 hit dice of aquatic animals. You can use this effect up to 3 times per day. You can communicate with the animals as if using a speak animal spell. Animals that successfully make their saving throws are free of control, but will not approach within 10 feet of the trident.
Okay. So, to be clear though, what size is it?
I will say that it'll fit to your size, being a magic. It's a specific magic item.
Okay. Molly holds the trident
and it shrinks to your size.
Oh.
Fuck. My bad, y'all. Neptune, you need a trident? You want to yell at some fish?
I'm not aquatic, just so you know, it won't control
I
me.
understand.
he's
Neither
making.
am I.
I'm making a
Fine.
joke.
Apparently, since it's a slur to give you a trident, Molly puts it on her own back.
Tectoon is like, I don't think it's one necessary. You go ahead and use it. I have spells.
You do have spells, and I have these gloopy brown potions that I drink.
Gross.
All right, you have looted the castle. That's all that has been undamaged. Everything else is ashy.
Ashy.
I'm surprised all that held its place. I think we turned out all right.
Speak for yourself. Your arm's not looking
Sorry,
good.
yeah. No. So, Ullman,
Yes.
I believe our contract had us teleporting back.
Yes.
How are we going to do that? We're going to teleport back to the city to bring these folks back, and then we were going to.
I believe you wanted to teleport outside the city, so we didn't have to deal with it.
Oh, absolutely.
Good catch, Ullman.
Yeah, I do have to dip in very briefly to a temple, but I can do that on my own.
Are you sure you want to with that on your wrist?
I don't. God, I don't. Do I have a choice?
What do you mean?
Maybe we'll do silent prayer, not at a temple.
Because the other option is probably death.
Yeah, let's just hang out outside. We don't need to bring this
Ullman
anywhere near anybody.
Ullman just says, "Okay, everyone, touch hands. Let's get ready."
Oh my God, this is
I
so
don't want to
cute.
touch that hand, though.
Sorry, I'll touch elbows.
Can you? Okay.
Molly just elbows out.
Okay. Ullman starts to chant, and you watch as everything starts to shudder. Are you still wearing the veil, Molly?
I imagine I took it out and stowed it.
Okay. You watch as the spell is just like not seeming to take and work inside of Spot. You can see like Ullman is working really hard and is almost sweating from his attempt to try and get this greater teleport to work.
Oh,
Okay.
are we stuck?
And you watch as it just like dissipates.
Oh no.
We might have to go by cart. I don't think I can make it work.
Chill, dude.
10,000 gold.
Ullman leans over. Unless you have something that can help me spellcast in here.
Try it again, and I'm going to put the veil on. I just want to see if I can see an effect.
Okay. As you touch everyone, you watch as the veil sort of encapsulates everyone as they touch you, and then you see as Ullman's spell, you see all of the stress on him seems to fade away as everyone links, and you're suddenly outside there.
Oh, unless I have something that can help you spellcast in here, Ullman. Unless I do some of the work. No, I'm grateful. I'm sorry. I'm coming at you with hostility from a lot of different directions in my life. That's not on you. You're a great man, and you're incredibly helpful, and I'm so...
Ullman looks over at you. Yes, I think you have a lot going on in your life, and you're really projecting right now.
It's all I know how to do. If I look inside,
you would probably cry.
It's so much worse.
Anyways, goodbye, lovely cart people. You were such a delight.
Yeah, thank you. It was
Oliver and Frank, whatever.
Frank?
No, I said Frank.
Oh, Frank, Forrest, and Oliver.
Forrest. I knew it was math.
I'll give you a story point for having written down and remembering their names.
Oh.
Yes. How many do you have?
It's talking to you.
I know. I was going to offer it to you.
No.
Okay.
Two.
Sweet. No, we both have two.
I'm not worried about it.
Low.
Although it was very in Felicity's. It was like, Frank, that guy.
Frank? Ollie and Frank.
Ollie.
Hey, y'all. You didn't see anything, but it was awesome traveling with you.
They give you a thumbs up.
I'd shake your hand, but I'd probably rot it off.
And they say, thanks for the soup. And then they start heading back into town.
Yeah.
And they say,
Anytime.
did you need a ride? Did you have anything else you wanted to do?
No, I don't want to put you in danger. I think it's safer for you to go on your own. And we paid them in advance, right?
Yeah.
You did.
I remember.
Unless you
doing
want
that.
to
I
tip
wanted
them
to
at
make
all.
sure. Yeah, I'll tip. As I say the words, you didn't see anything, I hand them another 10.
All right. They nod and then they head on their merry way. They seem pretty happy with all things considered, considering it was very much likely going to be their death had things not gone well. But you kept them alive against all odds.
We kept ourselves alive against all odds.
Ullman kind of looks at you guys and says, do you want us to teleport from here, or do you want to rest? It's a little cooler out. You can see some frost on the grass around here.
Is it morning or evening?
It's morning.
Okay, also, can Ullman greater teleport 3 times a day?
He has prepared 3. Just in case something went wrong. He decided he was gonna have some backups.
Smart cookie. I'm down to go now. Unless, yeah.
Heading back to
the trade port Navak.
All right. And then he's like, hands or elbows?
Elbows out.
And as you guys start to teleport, and he says, do you want to continue to wear the veil? I don't think you need it anymore.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, this is really powerful, and I shouldn't be seen wearing it.
And as you cast, you are suddenly back in the trade port.
Sick.
Damn.
We really should keep a wizard on staff.
This is so much easier when you're here, and you're sure that there's a contract that you can't extend your time due to a work arrangement.
No, I don't believe so. My death is pretty final.
Okay. Well, I just want to offer, I know that we aren't always the kindest, most fun people to hang out with, but we are fun to hang out with. So if you want to roll with us for a little while longer, you're welcome to. Obviously, if you'd rather sit down in a comfortable place, no one's going to judge you for that.
To just, die.
Yeah, to just, kind of naturally atrophy.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
but we can put you in some real danger and not hurt you, but give you fun reasons to hurt others.
Why don't you make a diplomacy check to try and keep Ullman with you?
Would you like some help?
You should make it, and I should help you.
And make your argument, Felicity.
Okay. Damn.
And if you want to add story points, you can. I will also say Ullman did not have the intention of doing this beforehand, so it's not going to be an easy check.
Okay.
I did help her, so you get that +2. And I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick.
So I'm adding 14 to this roll.
Oh.
And I guess I'll burn a story point just for shits and gigs. And I got a 1 on my d6.
Do you want to make your argument first before you make your roll? Because they may give you something. Or,
I'm sorry.
Depending on what you say to Ullman, it may make it easier or harder.
Okay. I mean, what were you doing before, Ullman? You were in a tent surrounded by other nerds. That doesn't sound very fun to me. You came with us and got to fight and hang out, and Ruth's a decent cook. We have a better cook on the ship, but We've got amenities. We don't have health insurance, but you don't really need it because you're gonna die in however many days. But I mean, ideally, what a way to go out, right? On a pirate ship, slinging fireballs or whatever wizards do.
Ullman is gonna step in really quick and say, "Don't you need to retrieve your pirate ship?"
Oh, no. Oh, well.
Your part.
Oh, you mean the other one? Okay, never mind.
Yeah. They're all pirate ships when I'm on it.
Okay, go ahead and make your roll.
Okay. Oh my god. I rolled a 1. What?
Burn is story point to assured skill for you.
Oh, he's assured skilling me. What if I roll another 1? What die should I use? Or use this one?
Use my big ghosty.
No, I don't like the big one. Oh, that's better. So 16 plus 15 is 31.
As you're about to say something along the lines of, I don't know, what's something stupid that Felicity would say? Plus, I'm the coolest cat around. You decide against it.
Plus, I'm like really pretty and like good at stabbing people. So, and let's be real, you bring the average intelligence up quite a bit of our crew. So,
Mine is high. Wizard high.
Ullman says, "I'll travel with you, with the understanding that I may need to leave to attend to my own things."
okay. We don't have to pay you though, right? This is just like pro bono. You're just hanging. I mean, you're gonna die. What do you need money for?
Wow, you're really not sweetening the deal here, are you?
I just want to make it clear that, like,
You don't need
obviously
my magic.
we'll like feed you and stuff, but
Plus, Ullman, Ruth is single.
no, she's not.
I mean, she's got her like forever husband, but like right now.
Damn, boy.
So let me make sure. You don't want to pay me, but are you expecting my magic?
Yeah, it would be chill if you could, like.
It would be chill.
It would be very appreciated if you would lend your skills during whatever time you have left on this.
Do you want
plane.
to pay me per spell then?
What do you, like, honest question, what are you gonna do with the money?
That's a fair question. That's a fair question.
Whatever I want to do with my money.
I mean, yeah, but like, we're gonna be traveling. What are you gonna do with your money?
I can
We're gonna
teleport
pay
it
for you to
whenever I
stay
want.
in the finest lodging.
Well, he's not getting my room.
No. Second finest lodging.
What if you were to charge for your skills for the next, however, how many days does he have left?
I think.
I'm gonna roll an intelligence check for memory.
Gosh, I didn't expect you to keep Ullman, so I didn't keep exact.
17.
Oh, I'll have to do math.
That was shorter than that.
I think it's like 30 some days.
Oh.
Okay, you've got a month left, Ullman. We're gonna make it crazy. I mean, you can choose to cast spells or not. It's up to you. You're the one who made this a contract thing. We just offered to give you a chance to spend more time with us.
Yeah, because we're really cool.
Yeah,
and
obviously, if we want your spells,
really
we want your spells.
good
'cause they're
decisions.
great. Yeah, we make great decisions.
Don't touch
Sorry,
me.
I almost touched you with like the
Nimbus
raised hand.
arm.
I'm like,
Felicity, as the hand gets closer, you hear like this vibrating noise.
You your own room, right?
Maybe? I don't know. On the ship, yes. Okay, what if I offered you the greatest magical artifact of our time?
The
Okay, we
veil?
are gonna need that at some point, though.
A
Probably.
tool so powerful that none can stand in its way.
The veil of freedom?
A magical wand of mage armor with a full 20 charges remaining.
Oh shit, that's like almost a charge per day, Olman.
You see Ullman's eyes just glaze over. And you see him pull
Imagine.
out his tome, his grimoire, and he goes, page 1, level 1, and you see mage armor.
But yeah, but now you don't even need to use that page. You can put something else there.
Okay, yeah,
I
this
just
is way
opened up
more
a whole page in your spell book.
travel friendly than a giant tome. Just think
Wizards
about
love
that.
wands.
Yeah,
I need the tome.
You can,
That's
like,
how I do all
put
my...
up your sleeve and whip it out.
What if I crafted you a tool, an Assassin's Creed tool in your sleeve that would allow you to, at the flick of a wrist, the wand shoots out? Because I can do that.
How about you owe me a favor, TB determined, if I choose to ask for it on our journey.
Well, gladly, and I hand out the non-wraith hand.
All right. He shakes your hand. All right.
I promise you a comfortable spot on the ship, even if it's my room. Not that my room is comfortable.
You have a bed, don't you?
Yeah, but it's private. I can introduce you to all our friends. We have this coffee shop that rips.
Okay. Ullman is like, all right, let's go.
Well, that was easy.
Do you actually want this wand, by the way? Because I don't need it.
I'll take it.
Okay.
He's like, for shits and
It technically
giggles.
makes my armor worse.
He's like, eh. You see him just like tuck it away. And you see as you, Felicity, make a perception check.
Sure. 16?
Okay, you see as he pulls back his sleeve, he has like a band and it has like 6 or 8 different ones and he rotates it and he puts it in an empty slot and then puts his sleeve back over.
You weirdo.
It's literally what you do.
Yell at me.
I'm sorry. I've had a hard couple days. Should we go fulfill our contract?
Oh, I guess. Does it mean we get paid?
I think we get paid.
We didn't get paid in advance, right?
No, we get paid
Generally
now.
not how these things work.
If we did, I don't remember it. I'm gonna demand payment.
Oh, okay. You can do that.
Yeah,
right?
it
I mean, I'll
said
help.
in their reward upon retrieval,
Ah, okay. Wait, retrieval.
you needed to retrieve documents you found.
Oh, that's good thing I picked those up. I
Honestly,
didn't even remember that.
honestly,
I'm so smart. Gosh.
yeah.
Felicity feels great for the rest of the day.
As you reread your note, you realize that you...
I need. Yeah.
Oh shit, I like pulled them out of my pack and kind of like try and flatten them because I just like hurriedly stuffed them.
There's like you were like using them as napkins. Okay.
Just like covered in coffee.
So here's the thing. We don't know. Oh no, I can play this off. I can play this off.
I don't think they're even gonna ask, if I'm honest.
I think they're gonna ask because all of those notes are about finding the thing that we took that made this on me. But I'll just be like, there was a leg in a jar and we couldn't get in and it cursed me.
I think
Okay.
I don't even think they're gonna.
Okay, I'm just saying, if anybody asks, we don't have the leg. We found the leg. We couldn't get the leg. And I got super cursed and none of us wanted to be cursed. And we had a super cool wizard there who couldn't fix it. And an incredibly powerful cleric. And Ruth was there. And
Obviously,
all right, I just want to get our story straight ahead of time, y'all.
it's very.
I don't think we
Straight.
can tell them we have the leg.
Okay. I think we can, cross that bridge
Yeah.
when it happens.
And I drank a soul, and I drank a
You
human
need to
soul, and
take
I
a
don't
deep-
know what's going on.
So
Yeah.
Molly's having a little bit of a breakdown. You can take the time to deal with Molly's breakdown if you want to.
God, it's
No.
gonna take like all day.
No, it's gonna take like a month. We need to just do the job and go inside, and I'll deal with it on the ship.
Do you want to just maybe hang back a little bit?
I'm their best liar.
Are you?
What is lying? Is lying influence, or is it
Lying
stealth?
is influence.
Okay, then I'm not our best liar. I'm gonna go not be around when you do this, okay?
All right.
But I'm gonna leave you with
I got this.
my friend, this octopus.
You-
Snake.
I don't want your weird death god.
Tech-Tune's
creature.
going with the snake because I need to know what they say, and I don't trust that it will be fully conferred to me from Felicity. Not because you'd lie, but because you would just say one sentence and expect it to encapsulate a whole conversation.
It usually does.
Yeah, in
Alright.
the way that you absorb information.
All right, your invisible, I can never pronounce it, Keiko Daemon, wraps
snake
around
right now, he's
Tech-Tune,
just
who
a
is
snake.
also a little uncomfortable, but goes,
He's a friend. Would you like an octopus? You're both kind of like a little like wet to the touch.
"No, I'm good.
Sticky. Say
It's
sticky.
okay. I will."
Oh, he hates Sticky. Sticky is a slur. Frog and Sticky are no words.
Okay. You make your way to the portmaster's office. You're in the jeweled port, so it's, very opulent again. Let's see. Pulling up my notes. You find another line waiting for the portmaster, as you did last time, which was Felicity's greatest trial was waiting in line.
Oh, I'm gonna like walk right past it. I see the line. I acknowledge it and I walk past it.
People start to go, "Hey, there's a line here."
I'm aware, and she walks in the door.
You're gonna roll your group intimidate or like your mass intimidate skill.
Okay, you attempt to walk through the door and it is locked.
Oh,
I'm gone.
I knock.
There is an opening of the viewport, and there's an individual's eyes looking at you. He is in meeting. Please wait in line.
I have something that he's really gonna want to see. So if you could open the door, we have a contract. Can I roll like an intimidate check?
Sure.
Just through the eye slot.
Is this your mythic ability? Or is this your like your dazzling presence or something?
Oh wait, yeah. Menacing presence. Yes. Yeah. I have to use my.
Through the eye slot, you menace him as your eyes narrow.
Okay, and I don't think it adds anything. I think it's just
This makes it super fast.
yeah.
Takes 6 seconds instead of a full minute.
Oh well, this doesn't really matter then.
Do you think you can keep him at the window for a full minute though?
Wait.
Because like a full round action is 6 seconds.
Oh.
So it's like basically letting you do that job
Ah.
in the amount of time, unless you want to try to keep him there. In which case, I bet you could talk to him for a full minute.
Okay. 29.
As you glare at him and look through there, I will let him know, please. One moment.
Great, thanks.
Tech-Tune
Who's
looks at you and says, Tech-Tune goes, Damn,
I knock again.
Yeah, Tectoon goes, damn, you're scary.
What?
I'm glad I'm on your side. And then the door opens and you see that he has shuffled out a gnome.
A gnome?
A gnome. And you just kind of like, he will see you now.
I just push past him. Just,
make a strength check
like,
because
at
he's very
elbow height.
large.
right? Oh, what?
Make a strength
you
check.
mean the
He is
gnome
very
or
large.
him?
The person you're making a strength check against a very large person that has like said that he will see you now, or are you pushing past the gnome?
The gnome.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, never mind. You push past the gnome.
I was like, wait, what?
Okay, you push past the gnome and you see in that emerald green robe is that calico catfolk sitting there.
Great.
And you see that rather than like last time where he was working on something, see that he has folded everything away and is sitting at that desk. Poisoned Claw, you've come.
Yeah, so we played mail carrier for you, and I have this collection of papers, and I just like drop everything on his desk, just on top of whatever he was working on.
Make a
before.
perception check.
Sure.
Which I guess is sense motive. I'm letting you know it's a sense motive.
16.
You get +4.
Oh, +4, 20.
You see their jaw drop just ever so slightly, and you can tell it as a catfolk that that's what that is. Normally you wouldn't be able to tell with the fur. They're shocked at the information that you've given them, and they go, it seems that you have fulfilled everything in your duty.
Yeah, I would love to get paid.
Now, you watch as they go back over to a book and they flip through and they go, Then they close it and they turn back over to you. I can offer you one of two things. Aid or value.
Can you explain, please? Because I was under the assumption we were just getting paid for this work, and I don't enjoy...
My benefactor knows your plight and can aid you in your plight.
My plight? What is my plight?
Your ship.
You'll have to be more specific. I have more than one.
The one that is stuck in the astral plane.
Oh, well, you know. I replaced it, so it's not really a plight anymore, but sure, it would be nice to have the whole collection back, you know.
Well,
how can they aid me with that?
You see them reach into a drawer and they pull out an amulet and it's laying on the counter. Make a spellcraft check. And if you don't get it, Tectoon may.
Oh, okay. Can I just aid Tectoon?
Sure.
Because I have a -2.
Okay. Tectoon whispers in your ear and says, "That's an amulet of planes. It can teleport you between the planes at will."
So if I were to take you up on the aid, that would be the entire payment for us going to a completely curse-stricken land, paying a wizard 10,000 gold to teleport us multiple times, walking through an area.
Tectoon then kind of whispers into your ear, "That's worth about 400,000 gold."
Okay, but like...
That's the most Felicity thing.
Yeah. And then he says, "If you don't want it, I can just pay you other money outright. You know, this is of course."
I snatch it. That's fine. I just... Can I like write your manager a letter or something? I just feel like this wasn't really upfront of you.
If you wish to write a complaint, of course, just leave it here and I will deliver it.
Oh, sure, you'll deliver it. The complaint against you, you'll deliver it. That's
As you
great.
can see, we deliver all letters.
No, we deliver letters for you.
Well, aside from
All right.
complaints, is there anything else that you need, Miss Felicity of the Poisoned Claw?
No, I think that settles it, I suppose. Are you paid very well? Is this a good job?
It is a very good job.
What's your compensation like?
I work in a port made of jewels. More than enough.
Yeah, but they're not your jewels.
They're not, but if they can decorate it, they pay well enough that I don't take the jewels off of the port.
Okay, well, if you ever decide you'd like a change of scenery, I don't know really what your skills are, but you seem kind of mean, and I'm kind of into that. So
They wink at you. I'll keep that in mind. I know how to reach you.
great.
I'll
You
send
don't
you
need
a
anything else?
letter.
Oh, sure. Will somebody else deliver it too? Great.
You say, now, you seem a little displeased with the work that was offered. Are you saying if there's future work that you are no longer interested in getting employment through us?
I think we can maybe work something out if you're amenable to being more upfront about your payment.
I suppose that's something we can work with. I'll make a note.
Great. Yeah, you can you can send us letters, I guess.
Excellent. They pass you some piskin blood wine. Because they know that's the kind that you like last time.
Fish blood wine.
Wow, that's wow, thanks.
Have a good day.
Mm-hmm. You have a day too.
All right. You leave with an incredibly valuable amulet. Which, Felicity, you heard the entire conversation as your Daemon beamed
Molly.
it to you via telepathy.
Yeah. Well, I think that went well. I've got the amulet like on one of my claws. I kind of just wave it in front of you. We got this.
Super cool.
What?
We
What?
You can make a spellcraft check on it, Molly.
It's a nat 20.
Yeah, this
confirmed with a 14.
Okay. Yeah, this is an amulet of the plains. You know it can. There is a chance of failure, but you can use it as many times as you want, and there's no limit per day. And you can go to any plane you want to. And it is worth at least 400,000 gold pieces.
You should put that on, or hold it in a different way. That is probably the most valuable thing I've ever seen.
It's not really my style.
I take it back.
It requires a DC 15 intelligence check to use.
Oh yeah, I probably shouldn't be wearing it then.
Okay, yeah. It's definitely not your style.
It's a little weird.
It's gonna get your shit back. I know it's not your vibe, but we'll get you a pretty necklace. Okay.
So the thing is it will get you to the plane. Getting your shit back is a different thing, but you were advised to speak to someone in royalty over in the astral plane. But getting there and getting back is kind of the main issue, because being in the astral plane, you were told that time does not advance, and if you were to stay there too long and then came back, everything that happened in the time that passed on the material plane would happen at once, including the need for food, need for water, any diseases, etc., aging. So,
okay.
Think of this as like an insurance policy that you were given.
Okay. So I think the next big question is, do we get your ship or do we fix my hand first? And then small things we can do if we don't want to make that decision just yet are see if we can find someone to fix that bow for Ruth.
I'm gonna be honest. I think we're gonna have to fix your hand first, or else, like, you're gonna touch something you shouldn't, and you're kind of probably gonna complain about it the whole time. Which, like, I'm not saying that's not you're not allowed.
You're right. No, you're right. I'm gonna bitch the whole time about this.
I wouldn't
fucking
want
ghost hand.
something eating my flesh either. So I understand.
Why don't we do something nice? And why don't we fix Ruth's bow? And then while we do that, as I burp several times, and as it smells like my breakfast,
Wait, what's wrong with your bow?
It just needs to be decursed.
Oh, the one that I have.
Yeah.
That I wanted to give to Ruth, and she said, thanks, no thanks, because it's cursed.
Yeah, we have to uncurse it. But then you can decide if you want it. And then you can get my bow to Ruth.
I do not. It was a nice gesture for you to make me a bow, but I don't use bows.
I understand, but like, what if something's up high and you just don't want to climb that high? Because like, that's bullshit.
Why would I not want to climb up high? Everything's better up high.
Okay, but what if they're like way down below you? And you're like, why the fuck would I go down there when I'm up here?
Well, that's what you people are for.
What do you mean, you people?
You know, short.
I turned to Tech2 and I looked at her. What do you mean, you people?
People that don't like being up high.
Are you implying that we're just short people, that we're just animals, we're frogs? Tech2? That's what she just said to you.
Tech2 is like, I'm
No
not
such
getting
thing.
pulled into this petty squabble.
Okay, whatever.
And then he kind of touches you and then says, Molly, you're looking for a fight to distract from your own distress.
I am
pissed off.
See, we need to get her arm.
I'm
fixed.
confused. I'm mad.
Let's
We need
fix
to get my
Ruth's
arm
bow,
fixed.
and then we're gonna go deal with the vampires whose book I've been neglecting.
Please. Okay.
Oh, you can just knock it out.
Let's take a boat there. You write the book on the way, then we have an excuse to talk to somebody, and we bring up, yeah, I also got like super cursed when we were trying to write this. Do you think you could do that, Tech2? That's a big ask. I know.
Tech2 is like, let me finish the book first. And then, but we can also teleport there. You do have an inn that we can get to, potentially.
Yeah, I can also write letters. I think I have a couple of communication scrolls for Drago. I have one communication scroll left for Drago. I have a Drago chat scroll.
Your vampire bestie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vampal.
That's good. Okay. You can find that. You can either try and find a magic shop, or you can go to that wizard tent.
Let's go to the.
Yeah, we should probably go see the nerds.
We'll go see the nerds at the wizard tent.
Yeah.
Okay. You make it to the wizard tent. You find a bunch of nerds. Are you doing?
Hey, fucking dorks.
Oh.
Sorry, I just wanted to get your attention. I didn't mean that. I'm projecting. I'm sorry.
Are you
I'm in a
doing
bad
your
place. I'm super
menacing presence again?
It was so funny. You gotta.
What? No, I don't have any points left.
What about like? Doesn't he have like dazzling display?
Yeah, I have dazzling display.
Yeah, you should dazzling display them.
Oh, okay.
Do the group thing without having to like.
Do the group thing.
Yeah, without having to like burn a story point.
Yeah, except
If you want to, I have one. You can do it.
No, it's okay.
It's just really funny to walk into a room full of wizards.
You're just gonna intimidate all of them. Okay, you're gonna demoralize all of them with
You
dazzling.
fucking dorks.
Wait, do you have something special with dazzling display? Is it the demoralization one?
Yeah. All of the group things like take mythic points. Dazzling Display is more of a single opponent. Wait.
Because the dazzling display that I see in here.
Hit against targets under fear effects. Oh, it's within 30 feet. So it is. It is
to demoralize them.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to demoralize all of the wizards?
It's really funny. It's really funny. It's a bad idea, but really funny.
I fucking hate people that are smarter than me.
Okay. Pathfinder demoralized. Okay. You fill enemies with.
You want to help since you're in such a bad mood?
Yeah, I'm gonna help you. I roll in and I legitimately say, "What's up, you fucking dorks?" And I age you.
Okay, if they do this, they become shaken. Which, if they're shaken, they take a minus penalty attack roll, saving throw, skill checks, and ability checks. Okay, so basically they'll be afraid of you.
That's kind of bad though if we're gonna ask them to like do things for us.
Yeah. If we need them to make an ability check.
But I mean, if you want to do it, it fits so well with Felicity's character.
I think you should do it because it'll make it easier to convince them too.
Yeah. Okay, so you give me a +2.
All right, so you roll in and say, "You fucking dorks."
What's up, you fucking dorks? Is what Molly says. I don't know what Felicity says yet.
16 on the dice. That's a hot 30.
Oh.
+2.
No, that's with the +2.
That's with the +2.
Yeah.
Okay. None of them make their save.
Good. Oh, they're all quaking.
I want
one of them shits themselves.
I want is Ullman's with us, right?
Yeah.
He's like watching us like bully his friends or like his
Ullman's
like,
just on his disc just like Ullman's like, I'm with
Which one of you shit themselves? Because I don't think it smelled this bad last time we were here.
They prestidigitate themselves and the smell is gone.
No. Raise your hand. Fess up.
I smell it past the prestidigitation. That ruined your robe. Your stupid idiot robe.
Okay.
And then they go, prestidigitation removes stains.
Yeah, it doesn't remove smells, bro.
Yes, it does.
Pretty sure it does.
It might.
Even I know that.
Yeah, but like a good wizard.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm projecting.
All right.
Felicity,
you watch as they start to radiate a lot of really red light.
What is that?
Just a little meteor swarm.
Oh, I thought maybe you like were embarrassed or something. I don't know.
You look embarrassed.
We need you to fix something.
Oh. Okay.
This is a really weird choice to go from like bullying to like an ask.
One of them laughs at you. One of the other ones just kind of like sheepishly comes up and says, "What do you want fixed?" They're wearing a blue robe.
Laugh? Somebody laughs at me?
Yeah.
Which one?
Not the one that shit themselves, just another one who's wearing yellow robes, who's sitting there smoking a hookah.
Oh.
Can I make a stealth check real quick to help you here? I'm going to aid you in your intimidate. But
I think it'll be hard for you to stealth because they can see you. Like, you're in a well-lit space.
Yeah, we just like walked in.
I just want to like appear behind them.
I think you're going to struggle to do that because they're all looking at you. That's kind of the nature of what you did.
Okay, I want my snake to appear on his shoulder.
Okay.
I want to see if maybe the snake can sneak. Because it's like on the ground.
Okay. Yeah. They say.
Okay.
Fuck.
It's an octopus. It's straight up an octopus on his shoulder.
Fuck.
Sorry.
You're so...
I don't mean to be so loud.
Do you think I'm funny?
I think the fact that you come strolling in here, being rude and then asking for help is funny.
Oh, I see. Well, maybe then you can help us out then, since you think this is so funny.
You think I would help you?
Yeah, I think you will because you like your limbs where they are.
Do you
And
like
I mean, your
being
face
who
isn't
you
anything to
are?
write home about, but could do some rearranging on that too.
They look around and they're like, "Are you threatening me, of all people?"
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Did I misspeak? I don't think I did.
They go,
I want the octopus to immediately crawl in his mouth. As he does the
Just like one tentacle.
Yeah,
Just
no, whole octopus into his mouth because they can fit through like keyholes and shit.
Okay, I wanted to make an attack to do that against its touch.
Against his touch.
Yes.
So his only attack is a bite attack. Like officially, do you want me to use that attack
Yeah,
roll?
go ahead and make that one.
Okay, 22.
Yeah, that hits. It's in its mouth, and then you watch as. Okay.
Oh, those verbal components hard? Struggling with those verbal components? Because she's going to break your hands, and that somatic stuff right out the door.
You watch as they wink, and you see they still cast a spell using Still Spell. Felicity.
Hey.
Oh,
it's not 5e. It's
yeah.
Sorry.
I need you to make a Fortitude save.
Okay. It's my best one.
That's a good one.
It's my best
That's
one.
a good one.
And you can add story points to it if you wish.
I don't have any story points. I got a 23.
You feel this magic start to like coalesce around you, and you feel yourself just start to shrink really rapidly, and then you just kind of shake and it breaks out, and he looks shocked. And he's like, "Oh,
I'm
fuck."
sorry. Were you trying to do magic? Maybe we don't want your help.
Yeah, let's talk to this blue guy. He seems way more qualified.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
I think this is stuff that shit themselves anyways, so.
Yeah, no. If that dude cleaned his pants and the smell's still here, that guy's the problem.
Yeah.
The blue guy is looking at like, Molly, make a spellcraft check so you can figure out what the spell was.
It's somewhere around a 26. I can't remember
Okay.
what my modifier is.
It was a baleful polymorph.
Oh.
Had it gone off,
Wow.
Felicity would have become whatever they wanted to and had the potential to forget that they were anything but that creature.
Pretty powerful spell.
Obviously not powerful enough.
Yeah, baleful polymorph, and she just shrugged it right off. Almost says something about the caster. But anyway, I turned
You
to
watch
the
as
blue
Ullman goes and does the same thing to that guy. He rolled a 1. And you watch as he turns into a beetle, and his will save, he rolled a 6. And you watch as there is now a beetle rolling on the ground. He says, he will no longer
Can the
be a
octopus
problem.
eat it?
If he
Can the octopus put it? I'll make it roll a bite attack.
We're just killing wizards now.
Yes, the octopus can eat it.
Can I roll a quick sense motive to see if Ullman would be cool with that?
Sure.
That's 19.
Ullman seems to not have much cared for that individual. Otherwise, Ullman would have not baleful polymorphed them. I
Okay.
will also remind you with that demon, you can now use the soul lock on it as you killed it.
Yeah. I think he's going to eat it, but he's not going to do the soul lock thing just yet. He's going to save it, and we're going to do that outside. Unless
Okay.
it has to happen right now. in
Yeah,
which
you have
case,
1
get
minute
shit
to
out of
do it.
crystal. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna have it eat it and then turn into a snake and then slither outside.
Okay, and then it's doing the soul lock.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Ullman looks at you, Felicity, and winks as he's done that. And then the blue guy comes up to you and says, what can I help you with?
Oh, yeah. I just whip out the bow from my gauntlet.
Are you touching it?
Sorry, I forgot that I would probably need to make another save. How do I present it without touching it?
You could drop it.
Oh, okay.
You could just like
I wasn't.
summon it and then not touch it.
Okay, yes.
If Felicity would think to do that.
I'm gonna roll a 50-50.
I mean, she did almost get cursed before. I feel like maybe Felicity as a character, not me as a player, maybe have the memory.
Yeah, this didn't happen 2 weeks ago for her. For Felicity.
Yes, this did in fact happen hours ago. Sure. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Felicity.
I think I would like to make her more aware.
Okay. Felicity then presents the bow and he goes, ooh.
Yeah, we'd like it not cursed.
He says, oh, I specialize in removing curses.
Great. Wonderful. So glad we didn't turn you into a beetle.
I'm not stupid enough to get turned into a beetle.
Oh.
I gotta slip him a little high five, like a backwards
with
high
your
five.
other hand.
Yeah, with my non-haunted hand. The haunted hand's been behind my back this whole time.
You watch as he starts casting a spell. You're not wearing the veil, are you?
No, I'm intentionally not wearing the veil.
Okay. So you watch as the spell is cast, and you kind of see this dark green magic start to like lift off in different segments and form kind of this spectral bow above the bow, and you see this screaming figure kind of trapped within it. And he kind of has it separated, and he goes, "Do you want this curse or anything, or just broken?"
Ooh, save it.
Personally, you can have it.
Can I have it? Do I need to put it on something?
Either on you or on something.
Okay.
But you have to choose very quickly.
Dagger. Oh, no, I like my dagger. What do I have?
Do we need to be keeping this curse?
I have a generic wooden stake.
Ooh.
And he throws it into the stake, and you watch as the stake kind of rattles around.
Mm-hmm.
You now have a possessed stake.
Is this like a good, like a really well done curse?
It's possessed, so
Oh.
if you give it to someone, they're going to possess it and use it to whatever they desire their ends to be.
I just think it'd be fun, make a little crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, that could just be me. I might be having fun.
All right, you now have the possessed stake.
So, we'll talk about what that does later. We don't need to go into it now.
Okay, how do you pick it up?
With like a napkin of some kind, or like a cloth.
Do you want me to put it back in my gauntlet? Is it considered a weapon?
It is considered a weapon.
I definitely wrap it up and put it in a bag. Like, I don't want to, or do you want to?
Let me just put it back in my gauntlet.
Yeah, you just put it back in your gauntlet.
Okay, Felicity, you just boop, and now you have a picture of a stake. And it has like this kind of like spectral fire on it and a very angry face.
Ooh, scary.
And then he gives you the bow and he's like, okay, here's your bow.
Wow, sick. So is it not magical anymore? Or
Oh
does
no,
it
the
have
bow is
any-
magical.
Oh, okay. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, let me see.
Are you gonna? Okay.
Yeah.
So now what you have is an oath bow. It's a +2 composite longbow. It whispers sweet defeat to my enemies in Elven when knocked and pulled. Once per day, if the archer swears aloud to slay her enemies to her target as a free action, the bow whispers become the shout death to those who have wronged me. Against such a sworn enemy, the bow has a +5 enhancement bonus. Arrows deal an additional 2d6 points of damage, ×4 on a critical instead of its normal ×3. After the enemy has been sworn, the bow is treated as only a masterwork weapon against all other foes, and the archer takes a -1 penalty on attack rolls on a weapon other than the oath bow. The bonuses and penalties last for 7 days or until the sworn enemy is slain or destroyed by the wielder. You can only have one sworn enemy at a time, and you can't make a new oath until that target has been killed or 7 days have passed.
Holy shit. That's crazy.
And composite longbow, that lets you add your strength, right?
Yes.
Or am I remembering?
Yep. So this is similar to the one that you gave Felicity, or that you made Felicity.
So if you want to get rid of my bow, I understand. This bow is way better. And if we're like shooting... Sorry, there's like some weird metal screeching outside of our home.
That's okay. I can barely hear it too, but if it's bothering you, that's fine.
Oh, it just sounds like a swing, and there's no reason for that noise to be happening. I'm going to look out the window real quick.
Yeah, we can take a 5-minute break too while you do that. All right, everyone, we're back. Okay, so you are now outside and having, I forgot exactly where we were, to be totally honest.
We were in the wizard's tent.
Oh, that's right. You just...
So we just stepped outside.
Yes, and your daemon is doing the soul lock. So let's see. It is ingesting the soul. Let's see. I guess it doesn't say how long it takes to create the soul gem, but All right, it now has a soul gem within its body, which it can regurgitate for you at any point.
What benefit does that have?
I'm gonna have it regurgitate that now.
All right.
I don't think it has any benefit to me.
It now regurgitates a soul gem into your hand. It feels weird to you. It's different from that other, like, holding that pure unfiltered soul. You're holding basically a caged soul in your hand.
Cool. Felicity, do you want this? It's that guy's soul. He was kind of shitty to you. I'll just pocket it. If you want it later, you just tell me, okay?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not doing anything with it, so.
What does it look like?
It is. Oh, that's a good question for him.
I will say he's technically like a tiny creature, so I'd imagine it's fairly small.
Well, it was his soul, not the body he inhabited. So what it is fiery red. His soul. And Molly, you can make a religion check to see if you can identify why.
That is a 25 religion check.
It's probably his pride. He was a very proud person, which is probably what's giving him that color.
Like, does it like do anything for me, or is it?
I mean, right
like
now,
a trophy?
no, it's more of a trophy. I might be able to find something for it to do for you, but it's like, tell you what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to a nearby goldsmith or like jeweler or something. I'm just gonna get some gold and I'm gonna craft a gorgeous necklace and use this as the center gem.
Okay.
If that takes time, I understand.
Yeah.
But
So
like,
I guess like
the
what's
beginning
the
of that process.
point of turning people into soul gems?
Right now, nothing. I can do stuff later mechanically.
Oh.
But it makes it harder to resurrect them.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, like I can do stuff later with them, but like right now, it's not that.
They also have a value. I mean, in the in the Book of the Damned. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
I should probably have read their description. They may describe how much they're. Let's see. Magic items, I guess. 194. I really should have looked this up.
Yeah, what if you failed to save on that baleful polymorph and you forgot who you were? Episode 31, you forget who you are permanently.
You guys would have figured it out.
Yeah. It just would have been really funny. You piss off a wizard episode 31 and just get like your character erased.
Souls, 191. The value of souls. The soul's life force is based on the CR of the creature times 1,000. So, and then the age and flavor.
What the fuck? What book did I start using?
It depends on, who you're selling it to.
Okay.
So like a paladin soul might be more tasty to different creatures.
Mm-hmm.
So because he's a wizard who is intelligent, oh goodness, it's probably a very valuable soul.
Cool.
The best that you can tell, if you choose to sell it. But yes, you can either buy. There's a jeweler who actually has a setting for a gemstone that you can do, or you can make your own.
Okay.
How big is it?
The soul gem?
Yeah.
It is a round diamond, and it's a round gem, probably 2 inches in diameter.
Oh, okay.
And it is bright red. So I'm gonna try to make a big amulet for Felicity. Does the jeweler do any magic stuff?
Yeah, they do some magic.
I'm just wondering if I could like make a magic amulet for Felicity out of this.
What are you looking to have done?
I don't know. I'm looking for like a general useful, probably not.
I've already got an amulet one that I'm using.
Oh yeah, double check that.
Oh no. I just have the diadem.
Is that what is an amulet? Is that a
Necklace.
neck slot items?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I was like, I'm on the wiki and it's just it's very dense on the phone.
Yes.
I'm looking for something just like generally useful, maybe not like the most expensive thing, just because I feel like if I spend all our money, she'll be upset, but also not cheap, because then
you've given me a cheap piece of jewelry.
because then we're walking a fine line. But like if the very valuable, powerful soul has the ability to like power an item too.
I will say you can make the necklace and the soul can power something if you want to have it imbued with the power of the soul.
Let's do that.
Okay. You have a soul powered amulet. It will cost you depends how powerful you want it to be. How powerful do you want this thing to be? You can go all the way to a +5 at 50,000 gold.
Let's do +3. Is that what is that? Is that 30?
Mm-hmm.
I can't do that because we only have 28,000 on the ship. The rest in the bank.
You have access to the bank here.
Oh, I do?
Mm-hmm.
How strong do you want your amulet?
It's Felicity.
Make it a +5.
Okay.
It's like, how much money do we have?
All right. You have a soul-powered amulet. I will say that it is evil because it is powered by souls. But I don't think Felicity cares.
No, not really.
All right.
So I just drained our full bank, just so you know.
Oh.
Felicity doesn't know.
Do you want to make it a? Let's do +3.
No, I have no idea what our finances are.
Okay.
I've left that solely to you. I just know that we have money and that I'm making money, and that's enough for me.
All right. So you have an amulet +5.
We're gonna make it a +3. I can't fuck us over that much.
Oh, I never gave you gold that you found.
Sorry.
Did
That's
I?
all good. No, we never got anything.
You never sold anything. Are you sure you want to make it a +3, not a +5?
Let's make it a +4.
Oh, come on.
Fine, a +5.
All right.
You can't dangle a +5 in front of me and then rip it away.
Yeah.
All right. You have a soul-powered amulet +5, which, the way that I describe... So, what you see, it's the soul and gem looks different. What happens is it kind of radiates kind of this red energy that kind of like flows out of the gem and then is back in. Think of it like looking at those images of the sun where you see like the jets of energy that kind of get pulled back in. That's kind of what it looks like.
Like solar flare-y stuff?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. All right.
And
you said it's evil.
Yes. And Felicity, the way that I will describe this to you is you can call on the power of that amulet at any point, and it will assist you.
Assist me how?
That's what you get to find out.
Oh.
It's going to give you a +5.
It gives you a +5 to your... It functions as an amulet of natural armor, so you get a +5 to your AC right now.
Oh. Okay. Sick.
+5 AC. That's fucking insane.
So actually, you paid as much as you would for an amulet of natural armor +5, but because you powered it with the soul gem, it does other things.
I don't want a formula. I just wanted to write a note. I
gave you this.
Oh.
It's super helpful.
Thank you.
Anytime. God, that's crazy.
This is a little crazy. Let me do the Google Sheets.
Google Sheets, curses. You should call on the power, see what happens.
Molly, when you give it to Felicity, you see this flash of Chiron behind Felicity for a hot second and then disappear.
I flash him a little thumbs up with my like haunted finger.
Okay.
I'm completely oblivious because, shiny things.
Yeah. It's a beautiful red and gold amulet. It's like your whole vibe.
Okay, so +5 right now to my AC. That's crazy.
What does it make your AC now?
25.
I'm so fucked because you have to level encounters to be a challenge. So you have to have things that can hit Felicity, which means everything's gonna hit me.
All I
And I've
need.
got a new feat for human shield.
I'm a ghost,
So,
and I can't heal.
Felicity, you're now wearing your soul-powered amulet.
Heck yeah. Feels so fancy. Thanks. It was worth it to fight with that wizard.
Yeah, that was great. I thought, what would make you happier than a beautiful amulet that was your colors is if it contained the soul of someone who pissed you off and who you fucking ruined.
Yeah. It feels good, man.
Yeah. Of a dude you roasted and then he tried to kill you and your friend turned him into a beetle.
And then the wizard that I bullied into hanging out with us turned him into a beetle.
Yeah.
Life's pretty great.
Honestly,
Sorry that you're kind of sucking right now.
Woo, yeah, we're working on it.
Ruth, Tectoon, and Ullman are kind of watching you hanging out, and they're kind of like, so are we headed to Raven Rock now to deal with vampires?
Should I think that's the next step. I would love your input, Ruth and Tectoon. Do you think I should reach out to Drago first, or should we just show up? Well, we need the book written, Tectoon. So if we want to take a little while, we can hang out, or we can take a boat there and just give you plenty of time on the ride.
Yeah, it's up to you. And then Ulma says we can also teleport and take our time wherever we decide to stay. I know the Shell Coast or Revia.
I mean, we can hang out in Revia if you want. In the Shell Coast. Where do you want to go, Ullman? You've got a month left. Where do you want to be?
Oh.
If we can just teleport anywhere, why don't we go where you want to spend a week and we hang out there?
Wasn't there something in the Shell Coast in your list of things?
I don't. I got so overwhelmed at the end of last session.
I'm sure there was. Okay.
There was something in Ellison Tire. I believe it was the left leg.
Oh, yeah.
I guess, we could go get the left leg in Ellison Tire and Tectoon can just buckle down a little bit.
Do his homework.
Tectoon can do our homework. You say his homework. It's our homework.
No, it's his. He's the writer.
Our author?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Veil of Freed in relation to left leg and Ellison Tire. Okay. Yeah, we should probably go there, huh?
Yeah. Let's go to... I mean, if you're cool with Ellison Tire, let's go there. But also, again, you had 30 days. Is there anywhere you just haven't been that you want to go?
We can figure that out. Off the top of my head, I don't really have anywhere that sings to me.
Okay. Well, when the time comes, you think of a place, we'll be there.
We don't want to do Ullman's bucket list, the side quest.
I want to do bucket list 2, Ullman's bucket list.
Don't you worry. You still owe me a favor.
Whenever, wherever, Ullman. But yeah, that's right. Can you teleport a ship?
And Elman goes, I don't think I can transport an entire ship.
Can I give them permission to do small jobs and just to make money for themselves? Or will it matter if we leave the ship here for a while? And will our crew be pissed off?
They can do small jobs. They can do jobs, just keeping themselves gainfully employed. They're not going to make you money. They're just going to make themselves money.
That's totally fine. I just didn't want to fuck over our crew.
Yeah,
I was just going to let them know, hey, we got to do this stuff, but feel free to take jobs. You don't owe us a cut of anything. You're welcome to stay on the ship. Everything you need.
They are happy with that, especially, and they ask if they can use the ship for this purpose.
Oh, 100%.
Okay, they are
Scratch the
happy with that, because you're letting them use your property essentially to do their jobs.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
they
no,
say,
make
okay.
money, do your thing.
Okay.
All that I ask is like if you see an opportunity to, improve the coffee shop, up the kitchen, just take a chance on it.
Okay.
I really want to improve things like living situations on board. So where you see an opportunity that doesn't fuck with Felicity's room, take it.
I believe
we'll
it's
hunt you
Hattie,
down
right?
individually.
Hattie's the one that you.
Hattie, yeah, Hattie, and who did I make director of like operations?
The boy that
The tiny voice, tiny
the
voice
singer.
cut up
Bubba.
arm.
Bubba.
Yeah, Hattie and Bubba, I just be like, hey, where you see an opportunity to improve things here, take it. If it costs a little bit of money, we can talk about reimbursement, all that.
Okay. Hattie and Bubba take that, and they run with it. And Ullman takes you by the elbows, and you guys are now in Ellisentire, which I believe you've been there before, right?
I thought so.
Okay.
Yeah, we've definitely been to Ellisentire.
You met the Queen.
Yeah.
We had a great time here.
Oh.
We were so fucked here because we committed a bunch of crime.
This is where you
We
burned a bunch
robbed.
of tailors.
Yeah.
It's been
So-
months. It's been months though.
So Ullman, not knowing your history, and you guys not clarifying,
We're fine. It's been months.
he takes you to the middle of the bazaar,
Oh.
and he says, all right. And you are there with your cart. It looks like things have been rebuilt for the most part. In the distance, you do see the museum.
That we robbed.
Let's
Mhm.
get in the cart.
It's fine.
It's really sunny out.
It's
We
fine.
should be in the cart.
Yeah, it feels so good.
I would hate to bleach your fur in the cart.
Always trying to tell me what to do, and it's getting really annoying.
Cart.
Fine.
I get in the cart and I drag Felicity in with me. Not that I physically can, but I'm assuming that she's like acquiescing a little bit.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
Okay.
You do pass the tavern where you took that slutty elf picture.
I completely forgot.
Yeah. What a great place.
And
I'm
you start to
can I
pass.
stealth in real quick?
What was that?
Can I stealth in real quick?
Yeah. Roll stealth.
20 or 19, pardon me. Wait,
Okay.
no, 20 because I upped it by 1 this
Okay.
level.
You have. You believe you have stealth into the bar.
It's more I only want to be seen by the bartender, and I'm just like hiding behind the bar. It's like, hey, psst.
Oh, hello.
Hey, that slutty elf picture you gave me came in crazy handy. Do you have any like others?
The picture of my significant other.
It was described to me as a picture of a slutty elf. I apologize. It was beautiful, okay? And I used it, and I think I like saved the life of an eternal haunted being. I guess what I'm asking is, do you have anything else like it? Because it was incredibly helpful. I warmed the soul of a being haunted, like fused from 20 or 30 other beings in a forest of death, and with but no decay.
Imagine being so hot that your picture.
Yeah, your significant other was so hot that she comforted 30 souls fused into one amorphous being at a point where time no longer operates.
Roll a diplomacy. Or an influence. Roll an influence to try
As a 27. Wait, no, sorry, influence is different. It's a little bit lower. It's a 25. So I try to keep my modifiers on my core stats the same so I don't have to think about it.
You watch as he just kind of mutters to himself, and you can see that now he has a lockbox. And you see him go into the lockbox and pull out another boudoir picture. This one's even sluttier.
Oh my god.
He passes it over to you. You have sluttier elf picture.
Thank you. You have no idea how much this will mean to my family.
Your family?
I leave it at that, and I stealth back out.
He kind of mutters to himself and just says, he doesn't even have words. He just, it's like, I just gave away a slutty picture of my significant other to a gnome.
I mean, he was
that
totally
asked
fine
for
with
it.
being a private.
And that gave me a sob story.
It wasn't even a sob story. I was just confirming that, like, hey, this elf picture did a lot of good for like a bunch of people that were like mushed into one person by a primordial power so like dominant in an area that it stopped time.
I just gave a sexy picture of my significant other because a mentally ill woman came in and said it saved someone.
Thank you for accurately describing what just happened. Thank you for accurately breaking down the interaction that just took place. Because a deeply mentally ill, traumatized gnome.
So, you laugh at the sluttier elf picture. You see a line and the Cape of Capric, which are two of the tailors that you burned down. Cape of Capric is in the middle of being rebuilt.
I'm gonna burn it down again.
That's so much hassle.
It was so fun though.
It was kind of
Remember how fun it was? Maybe before we go.
Yeah. If we get really bored.
Yeah. Holman, if we get bored, just so you know, we're probably gonna burn this place down again. You are so welcome to be a part of it. I don't know if you've ever burned down a bunch of buildings for no reason, but like
Good reason.
we did have a reason, but it wasn't a good reason. Arsons, I wish it weren't so fun.
Are you sure you don't worship the horsemen of war? Or wanton destruction?
There isn't a horseman of wanton destruction. Of the options, I wasn't really given one, actually. A guy just showed up.
Oh.
Again, Ullman, I'm sorry. Like, I know this is a complicated thing. It's like a technically good or neutral person. Like, I'm putting you in a complicated position. I understand. You're welcome to say no at any time, and I'm not going to pressure you.
It's fine.
I just want to give you the opportunity. You've got a month left. Let's burn down a building.
Let's just commit a crime for fun.
Why not? What else are you going to do?
You know, let's see what we have to do to get this leg. I have a feeling you're going to commit a crime.
Yeah.
Has Molly's alignment changed at all during this?
Maybe.
Oh.
You didn't think to ask.
I'm just asking as a player, not as a character.
As a player, absolutely.
What are you now?
I'm neutral evil.
Oh, neutral evil. Okay.
I was true neutral before. It was technically a small shift.
Yeah.
Which, thank you for reminding me. I have to adjust my character sheet.
Like, there's gotta be some shift here.
Oh, it's happened.
Yeah, once you start drinking souls, you really can't come back from that.
That's probably true.
I can be redeemed. I can be saved.
Who's gonna save you?
Yeah,
that's Molly's final arc. Is she like finds a good god?
Yeah. Oh God, I wonder which one would even listen to you.
None of them. Fucking none of them, dude.
Yeah, nobody wants to hang out with you. Nobody good wants to hang out with you. You're too exciting.
Just give me a reason not to kill people and drink their souls, and I'll do it. Everybody else who's offered me any sort of power is like, yeah, but you got to be fucking horrible to use it.
Right. It's not my fault. The opportunities are just too good.
Yeah. Good gods never showed up for me. I was tortured for years.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, like the god of healing never was like, hey, let me fix that arm or that eye or that leg. or that like fractured psyche.
You're kind of fucked up.
Nobody showed up. You know who showed up? Navulu.
Navulu and Felicity.
Felicity and Navulu showed up.
Oops.
Look, circumstance, man. Here we are.
So, you're in the middle of Ellisantire. Where are you going?
We should probably find a place to stay.
Yeah.
So there's the
Should I
Maverick,
use
which
my-
is the inn that you stayed at last time.
Oh, we probably shouldn't stay at the same place.
Let's
You
find,
also
like, the
stayed
nicest
at the
inn in
castle
town.
because of Ruth.
Right.
Ruth, do you think it would be overstaying if we asked to stay at the castle again? Or overextending?
I think I could probably pull some strings.
Do you think you could pull string? Is it like you could pull some strings, like it would take some buttering and like be an issue for you, or like you just have to call the person?
I think it should be fine. I can't imagine it would be too difficult.
Okay, you're welcome to. I mean, it's the castle's the safest place for us, or we could look for the nicest tavern in town and just pay off people to use fake names.
I
yeah, we
think
have
it
to
would probably
pick a
be
name.
easiest to stay in the castle, knowing your predilections.
My name is Cardamom Mistletoe, traveling Bible salesman,
No one's going to buy
Traveling-
that.
Christian Bible salesman.
What's a Christian?
I brought Christianity to Pathfinder.
Ew.
Jesus Christ planes walked for your sins.
That's actually great. You should have gotten that as a tramp stamp.
I didn't have a choice.
Oh yeah,
That's
you're
a
still
true.
feeling sick.
I absolutely had a choice. No, my strength is still drained from that experience.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you make it to the beautiful castle where there's the wind chimes everywhere, which again you kind of hear.
Mhm.
You make it up to the castle, where you are greeted yet again. Ruth gets you an audience with Queen Nadell and Princess Kalina, who also has their gnome bard, who has that magenta hair and that very deep skin,
Mhm.
who are both there and very welcoming. And they recognize you and they say, "Oh, your reputation precedes you, Poisoned Claw. You are welcome to
Ooh.
to stay, of course, as long as you wish, as you were with Ruth. She is one of our most esteemed guests. Feel free to move about the castle. All I ask is that you stay, in the guest quarters."
Happy to. Can I just ask, as someone who is not familiar with the way our reputation proceeds outside of, our own lives, what have you heard about us?
What have we heard about you? Where do I even start?
I mean, I'm just curious. I'm not asking for like a glamorous take here. I'm asking for the honest word on the street.
Well, you are
Because we
pirates,
pay this dude a lot. Yeah, that's very true.
and you have sent a number of creatures to their afterlives, and another ship to an alternate plane of existence for the time being.
That one we're actually working on and wasn't our fault, but go on.
There are also rumors that you have been hunting a rival, although I can't say I know much further about that.
Oh yeah, that one's over. We got him.
Oh, and you might have an involvement with some questionable deities.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Do
The
you
rest
wanna,
of it's true. That one
do you want to roll an
that one I
influence check?
yes, I do. Let me see. I have an ability. I just
Felicity is not going to help you.
Felicity doesn't need the help. And I do have a permanent non-detection spell, and my caster level is level 11 on that. I'm not sure how that helps you.
Okay.
But that's my mythic trait, so you can't tell my alignment.
Okay.
They have to make a DC 10 plus 2 plus 4. So I have to make a DC 16 will save to remember any important details about me, by the way. About me specifically.
Which they did.
Okay, my influence check was... And influence was on my new
Class skills.
My new class skills, which means hilariously it jumps up almost to that number I was trying to keep everything else at. Wait, no, it jumps up exactly that number, plus 3. So that's a 23 influence check.
Oh, which god do you follow, if I may ask?
The god of redemption. And I tuck my hand behind my back.
Smitten.
Yeah, Smitten. Great guy. Great friend.
Interesting. Oh, what brought you to Smitten?
I just believe that everybody deserves a second chance, and that sometimes life puts you in circumstances that you didn't necessarily ask for, and people reach out to you that you didn't reach out to first, and sometimes you need what's being offered to get through to the next day, and that everybody deserves an opportunity after something like that happens to still be viewed as like a genuine human and not an other planar alien.
We're all about recovery.
We're all about recovery.
Certainly admirable traits. Well, welcome to Ellis and Tyre yet again. We'll be sure to correct our misinterpretations and the rumors about you, of course.
I was just curious because, I hear that there's a lot of talk, but
no one ever talks to you about what
you.
they hear. Yes.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. It's just like, yeah, if you want to know the truth, just like, let me know. You know? You know.
Of course. Now, do you have any questions for us as you're in our kingdom yet again? And staying with us, which I have to say is quite a step. Most people don't stay with the royalty twice in a few months' time.
We didn't really have the opportunity prior. Like, it was more of an act of necessity. I didn't really understand the option was on offer. And then once Baruth brought it up, it was like, where are we safest? Where is going to provoke the least, like, lascivious rumors? Like, clearly they're being shared. This seemed like the right place to be.
Of course. Well, you're welcome to
Plus, you have the best beds.
Yes, of course. Well, enjoy your stay at the castle, and they kind of show where your rooms are because you've been there before.
Yeah. Does Ullman get his own room?
Ullman does, yes.
Okay, I was gonna request that otherwise. It's like, our dear friend here, he's not dying, but he doesn't have that long. It's like a weird circumstance. I just want to make sure he's as comfortable as possible at all times.
Ullman looks a little embarrassed and says, I don't need special treatment just because I'm old. I'll be fine.
It's not that you're old. It's more just like, I want to make sure every moment is as cool as possible. If you can set him up with the second best room.
Thank you.
Why don't you roll an influence? Because you are asking a lot of royalty.
That is 28. And again, what I'm actually asking, the message I'm trying to convey, and I'm going to actually communicate with my Caco demon and be like, can you telepathically communicate with them? Or just give them the best room, give Felicity the second best room, but tell Felicity it's the best room.
That's so complicated. They have people for this.
I know. Well, like, the person I think who needs to hear that.
Okay, so you're communicating telepathically with your demon. to
I
the
communicate
royalty.
telepathically, and I have the demon communicate those exact words telepathically to the royalty as well.
Okay.
I also have them communicate, sorry, I have to communicate through my familiar. I'm trying not to offend my dear friend Felicity. Also, this entity can conceal its alignment as well, I think. I don't know. I'll look that up later. It doesn't have to. You do whatever.
They seem a little off-put at the telepathy, but they kind of nod at you and say, of course, we will take care of your friend. Please. And then they have you escorted, and before they do, they whisper to one of the butlers. And you see Ullman is given the nicest room, the one that you guys were in before. And Felicity, and are you getting your own rooms?
I presume, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Felicity is given the second best room.
As we pass by and like you're being given your room, like, oh my god, they put you in an even better spot than before.
I think it was over there before.
Yeah, but this place is like even better. And then I'm sure I'm like in that moment ushered off. Like trying to like plant those seeds.
Okay. So that's all done.
Gaslighting my own friends.
Okay.
You really are evil.
Yeah. Neutral evil now.
You are now in your rooms in the castle. And you have a safe place to stay. You're welcome to meet and talk during this time.
I guess I want to go over and talk to Tectoon about the notes he took.
Yeah.
About the information.
Yeah. Tectoon is, you can see, is working on the book with a bunch of his other notes strewn about.
Hey, are you busy?
He puts down his quill. Not for you, Felicity.
Ah, gosh, so nice. It's not like we have any impending doom regarding vampires and exactly what you're working on.
Not at all.
Right
I'm
now.
not sworn to do anything with them.
Yeah, you seem very relaxed.
Yeah, it's just great.
Yeah.
How can I help you?
Well, I'm just wondering if maybe you've had a chance to look at the notes that we took from the castle in relation to the leg. I'm wondering if you've done, any work on that, since that's kind of why we're here.
Oh, yes. Let me
You're just so smart, Tectoon. I really value your efforts.
Felicity, I think that's some of the nicest things you've ever said to me.
Oh, that can't be true. Stop.
Oh. And then you can see he pulls out the notes and says, "Can I see your map, please?"
Oh, of course.
And he can tell you're just being so saccharine.
So sweet.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, she really...
So
yeah.
fake.
And then he takes out his copy of all the notes. And says, it's a good thing you had me make copies of these. Otherwise, we would probably be out of luck.
I do have really good ideas sometimes, right?
Certainly.
Yeah.
And he starts looking. Apparently, it says that they believe that whatever this leg is hidden somewhere in the castle.
In this castle?
Yes.
The one that we're staying in? How fortuitous.
The only problem is the castle is a big place to be, and in searching for it, who knows how it's hidden.
And we think this is like, it's an actual leg, right? Like the one that we got.
I would be shocked if it... Tectoon is saying, I believe it is a leg. I would be shocked if it's like, oh, look for, here's a right leg, and then we're gonna be like, oh, look for this other thing that's not a leg. I think it's a little more direct.
Mm-hmm. So like that's kind of a weird thing, to just have. So I feel like somebody's probably seen it.
It's either they've seen it or it's been hidden really well.
Mm.
As for where it's hidden, why it's hidden, there's no notes in here.
Okay.
The only one I could imagine that could find it is potentially Molly. I mean, they have the Veil, who could potentially find it. I mean, the only problem is if they get spotted doing it. And where do you look?
Yeah.
I mean, is it in a vault? Is it hidden someplace less obvious than a vault?
Well, and, between you and me, do you think Molly's really up to that at the moment? She seems a little preoccupied.
I think Molly is looking for a distraction from her current situation. Which is why she's so angry all the time.
Oh, I thought she was pretty normal.
What's up, nerds? Dorks.
Do you think this is normal for Molly?
I mean, not the like decrepit hand and like that weird veil that she keeps putting on. That's pretty weird. But
no, those
everything
are all
else,
but the attitude. You really think that this is all how the Molly you knew from the beginning?
I mean,
really, really think about it. Really, like, Felicity, really think about the Molly you met and knew and loved, and not loved, cared about.
Yeah, I guess she's a little more fun.
Tectoon's gonna like have a bit of a pain behind his eyes, as that's what you make, but he's like, I'm not gonna get through to this.
Yeah, no. I guess I can see that she's been a little different. I'm just worried that it's the other way around, that instead of looking for a distraction, she is distracted by the things.
It could be both. But I mean, you can be distracted and then distracting yourself from your distraction.
Sounds a little complicated.
It is.
I don't know. I found that people are usually simpler.
But she's also involved with 2 different deities, which is more than most people are involved with.
So true. I don't know why she did that. That's so extra. I just don't know. I don't know what she gains.
I don't either. I suppose you're going to find out. Did she say she ate a soul?
Yeah, I wonder how that tasted.
I imagine that's something you don't come back from.
Oh, you think it's that bad?
For your own soul, potentially. As for the taste, I wouldn't know.
Oh.
I suppose it depends on the soul.
I kind of like imagine it's sort of like spun sugar. It just like kind of
melts.
Yeah.
Well, maybe Molly can give you a taste next time.
Oh gosh, I don't know. She's so selfish.
I'm gonna see if Tectoon can hold back his reaction. He rolled a nat 20. He manages with all of his willpower just to not reveal the irony in that statement. Absolutely.
Do you need to sneeze or something? You look a little uncomfortable.
Oh, of course, you're so perceptive.
I know.
he pretends to blow his nose and then.
Okay, well, thank you so much for the work that you're doing. Keep at it. And
rolls everything back up and passes you the notes. If you want to do any research on it while I work on the book. I can get it from you if I need to.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, reading kind of makes me sleepy, but
Maybe Molly wants to look at it.
that's true. Yeah, maybe that would be a good distraction.
Mhm.
Reading,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah, that's what people like to do. Okay.
Okay. And then they go, let me know if you need anything else, Felicity. And then they go back to
Okay, thank
furiously
you.
working on their book notes.
I hear a knock on your door.
Hello?
Molly,
I'm sorry, what?
are you gonna open the door or?
Oh, yeah, my bad. She gets up and she opens the door.
What have you been doing, Molly?
She's been sitting on the bed just staring into nothing.
Oh.
Okay.
So you're being very productive in here.
I'm trying to communicate with Navulu, and I just don't know what to say yet.
Oh, you mostly just kind of look constipated, if I'm honest.
It's sort of like, what if like your soul was constipated?
Oh, I was gonna ask you.
Yeah.
Textine and I were talking about like how it tasted to like eat a soul. I suggested maybe it was kind of like spun sugar.
You know what's weird is you're not wrong. It's like it has that. It doesn't taste like spun sugar, but you know how spun sugar like has like the texture is never quite there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a bunch of different things. It's sort of like that. There's just like a depth to it, and like the way it changes front to back, and then all of a sudden it's just gone. But it's like instead of tasting caramel, it's like pure power.
Similar.
It's nothing like it.
No. Oh, okay. Well,
But like,
you know,
yeah, I mean, like
we can agree to
once I
disagree.
taste the soul, like I'll get another gem. Don't break that one. That shit was expensive.
Well,
I wasn't accusing you
then.
of breaking it. I'm just saying, like, or like,
I don't break expensive things. Other people break expensive things that happen to be on me.
Okay.
Because they're
I
clumsy.
understand. The world acts upon you. All right. As somebody who has been acted upon quite a bit recently, I totally feel it.
Yeah.
And you know,
it's just nice to know that you can like connect with my pain.
Yeah.
It's really lovely.
Felicity.
Yeah.
You may be the only entity I can trust right now.
Oh, is it that bad?
I just don't know. Like Tectune is probably cool with whatever. But Ruth, I just think at some point I'm gonna cross a line and I'm scared. And I just want you to know that I'm here for you, that you are safe. And that I am bargaining with some incredibly powerful beings. And I don't know if you've ever signed a contract you haven't read.
All the time.
Yeah. It's sort of like that. But like with like
as long as I see like a dollar sign, I sign it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, so you understand.
Yeah. I mean, you can always get out of stuff later. You know? It's not like contracts are permanent binding things that, you know, trap your soul or anything.
Yeah.
I think you'll be fine, buddy.
It's not like I'll go be okay.
Do you think you could maybe ask one of your gods if they could get my shit back?
Fucking no. We have the necklace for it.
I'm just saying maybe then we wouldn't have to use the necklace and we could just sell it.
I think the whole point is that so here's the thing about gods. Is when you ask them for something, they try to take away something from you.
Well, I mean, you have lots of stuff.
But like they don't take what you're willing to give away.
Oh.
Gods don't want that. What they want is the shit that you don't want to get rid of. What they wanted when I asked Navulu for stuff, what they wanted me to do is like hurt you or like hurt Tectune.
Oh, I never would have let you done that.
Exactly. That's why I didn't do it. But you can't ask gods, like that's the thing is you can't ask a god for something. You just have to take what you want and then hope that in doing that you are also serving their interests. And if you're serving their interests, you get a little bit of extra.
Well, I don't understand what the point is then.
So we take your shit back, and then we hope we get a little more from it by like making some people who might deserve to suffer a little bit more. You know? So we have the tool to get your ship back. It's just like, can we get your ship and like a little extra? You know?
Yeah, I do like extra.
Yeah. So that's what like Navulu and Chiron are here for. here for. Is like, they're not going to give me the ship. But when we get the ship, which we have the tool to do so, we can get the ship plus a little fun. You know?
Mm. So that's worth your, like, soul?
So here's the thing. I didn't really get to pick. They sort of came to me and were like, your soul. And I'm like, okay.
But you said okay. You consented.
You had to.
Do you have to?
It didn't really feel like I had a choice.
Oh, well, that's different.
Yeah, I don't know.
Feelings.
Maybe I did have a choice and I just didn't really process it in the moment. But like at the time, it was sort of life or death.
Mm.
And it was like, do I help my friends and do I keep going? And do I suffer the consequences for that action?
Mm-hmm.
Or do I walk away clean and, you know, maybe hurt some people I care about in the process? And the answer in the moment was, fuck it. I know what I care about. And, you know, I did what I had to do to protect it. Now we're here. Now we're all fucked up, and I worship a god of torture. And then also, like, the horseman of death. I don't know what's going on, Blizzard.
Yeah,
I don't. Starts rocking.
Okay, I don't either. What I need you to do is to channel all of that energy into reading. And I hand you the stack of papers that we took from the castle. So Tectune thinks that the leg is here in the castle. So you just need to figure out where in the castle it is. Cool. And then we can go get it.
Literally anything that keeps me from thinking about my like future.
Yeah, well,
I just immediately start reading.
You find
like,
basically the same thing that Tectune told you. Is that there's notes that it's likely in the castle, but they don't know where. But it hasn't been mentioned since it was supposedly put here. So it's either well hidden, or whoever's hiding it is keeping a very tight-lipped crew who is hiding it.
Will we go check in with Ullman real quick?
Oh, you do what you want to do. I'm gonna go take a bath.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to Ullman then with the notes.
Okay, Felissa, you go take a bath. Ruth knocks in and says, or right before Ruth is like, "Do you want me to like wash your fur for you?"
Oh, that sounds lovely, Ruth. Thank you.
Ruth kind of takes her like. She has some like little implements and oils that she like pulls out and just kind of scents the bath and then starts like washing your fur. And just kind of like chats with you about, you know, what's been going on and lets you vent. She pours, do you want some of that blood wine that you work in?
Oh my gosh, do I ever.
She pours you some blood wine and you just kind of gal pal it out.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay. So, Molly, you find Ullman in his room. He has his tome out and is just kind of looking through his spells, kind of absent-mindedly, looking out the window.
Hey, Ullman, how's it going?
Molly, how can I help you?
I mean, I have a request. We'll get to it. I'm just curious. You comfy here? Everything good?
Oh, yes. I can't imagine being uncomfortable here.
How many have you stayed in a few castles in your time, or?
Oh, several. I'm several hundred years old. It's been an experience. I think this is a very nice one to be in.
Right. Yeah, we're still figuring out exactly what we're doing here. We think the other leg's in here. And again, I'm not really sure why we're looking for it, what we're doing. You know, just chasing a puzzle that we don't know the picture. Hoping the pieces give us a better idea before we decide whether or not we want to put it together. Seems kind of insane, honestly. Right? To try to solve a problem just because it's there?
I mean, sounds like a wizard thing.
Yeah, it feels like a wizard thing. Anyway, I was just curious if you had like a locate object spell. I know we talked about it and it wasn't prepared. Is that in your book?
Yes, I did prepare it.
Okay. Well, we're just curious. We're trying to get an idea of like where it is in the castle. If it's like low or higher. Obviously, it's probably got some sort of anti-detection stuff going on, but it's worth a shot.
Let's see. Well, there are some limitations to locate object. I'm looking to see if there's a more powerful version. Mhm. Okay, there is nothing. He says, non-detection can theoretically fool it, which I don't know if you're familiar with that spell.
Oh, why would I be familiar with non-detection? I
So
have nothing to hide.
it means I might not be able to find it unless I'm more powerful than whoever cast the spell to hide it.
Okay. We'll give it a shot, and then we know that we can't treat no as a final answer. We know it's here. It's just more of a question of can we get an idea of where it is.
Okay. So he says you need to put that leg someplace that I can't find it. Put it in like a bag of holding or something, because if not, I'm going to find it.
Okay, I throw it into my my handy haversack or whatever. It's still there. It should still be there. I never hid it from there. Is that a problem? Does it need to be more hidden?
No, that should be enough. It's just it will go to the first object within range.
Okay.
So he gives that.
I can also go to a different plane.
Yeah.
With it, if that helps.
Yeah. He's like, that's a whole other kind of worms.
Plane of fire? Come on.
Okay. You watch as Ullman starts to cast, and you see in front of him he kind of has the visualization of a leg. It almost looks like a mirror. And you watch as there's sort of a dial that just kind of appears in front of you, almost like a compass. Let's see. Difficult to detect by, and I need to get 1d20 plus caster level against DC 11 plus the level of the spellcaster who casts non-detection. Okay. Do you want to put any story points into Ullman? Because Ullman does not have any.
I only have the one, and I think... Do you think it makes sense to burn it here?
I don't have any either.
We should save this, just in case we do something that needs a sure skill, or like, in case it's truly life or death.
Okay. You watch as Ullman starts to try and focus on it, and you see the dial struggle to twist and then kind of locks in place, and he goes, well, it's here. And he kind of points in a direction. He says, this will last for 20 minutes. We can track it.
20 minutes, huh? I'm going to make a stealth check, and I'm just going to follow the hallways and get as close as I can.
Okay, Ullman kind of walks with you, and he's holding this dial.
Do you have to come with me, Ullman, or I don't want to stress you out.
He has to direct you where it is.
Okay.
Because as he walks, the dial will turn. It's like a compass.
Yeah. Is he able to invisible himself, or is this concentration?
Why does that matter?
Because we're just like not supposed to be in certain areas. I just didn't want to complicate things.
Yeah. He casts just regular. I think regular invisibility lasts for minutes. Let's see.
Yeah, as long as he's not performing an action, I don't think it breaks up regular invisibility.
So he does. He turns himself invisible and is walking with you. And as you start to walk around.
My sneak is 23, by the way. I just rolled.
Okay, so you're stealthing around. Oh, actually, he casts invisibility on you, just in case.
Oh, okay.
So you get a plus 20, I think, on your... Yes, plus 20 with your moving.
So 31 plus 11 is 42.
Okay.
It's a 42 stealth check.
Okay. And Ullman, not great, but he's close. So
add it to 42 and divide by 2. No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
Okay. You can open
going.
doors, talk, eat, climb stairs, summon monsters, but anything that doesn't attack will cause things to happen. Okay. So he starts to walk with you, and you make it to what is the door of the royal chambers.
Mm-hmm.
Many points it's in there. And you see that when it's the way that the compass is pointing, he says, and it goes like to the left, and he's like, as the arrow flies, it goes to the left.
Stressy. Okay. And a reminder, this is the left leg or the right leg?
The left leg, I believe.
Left leg on the left side of the royal chambers. Do you think it's worth opening the door, Ullman? Or should we stop here?
Are you able to disable traps?
I have good finesse. Do I spot any traps?
Roll to detect traps.
12.
Okay. As far as you can tell, there are no traps on this door.
I'm going to roll an intelligence check.
Okay.
To know whether that should be alarming. That's a 24 intelligence. Do you think it's fair to assume with a 24 intelligence roll that Molly would know that there are definitely traps on this door, she just can't find them?
It's either that you can't find them or they are so confident in their security that they wouldn't put traps on this door.
Ullman? What are the odds?
50-50. There are, there aren't.
Molly opens the door. She's not smart enough.
Okay.
She's smart, but she's not wise enough to know.
You open the door and nothing happens.
Okay. I don't even necessarily go in yet.
Okay.
She just looks around.
What you see in the room is the royal quarters. To your left is the bed and this large tapestry that is on the wall. You see straight ahead of you is a balcony with large curtains that are drawn. To the right is like a drawing space where the queen was getting ready for her day. And what appears to be kind of like a closet area further over to the right.
So it's on the left side, so it's near the bed and the tapestry.
Yes, there are two nightstands that are next to the bed.
Okay.
But following with Ullman, as you continue to move, Ullman's kind of keeping the spell next to you, and it continues to point at the tapestry.
Okay. So I'll look at the tapestry. Like, what am I seeing just looking at the tapestry itself?
So the tapestry itself shows a tapestry of the Empire of Cordova, and it shows it collapsing and it shows. I need you to make a society check.
So close to an 20, but it was cocked. Much worse. That's a 13 society check.
Okay.
Or 14, pardon me.
Okay.
It's the same.
What you see is that there is what is the Shell Coast is kind of illuminated, and there is a 3 over there. It's kind of very faint, but now that you know what you're looking for, you see the 3 that is faintly behind the country. There are no other letters that you can see. The rest of the tapestry is so focused on everything that is not the Shell Coast.
Did I?
3 is the left leg.
3 is the left leg. Okay, I'm gonna take the veil and I'm gonna put it on.
Okay. As you put on the veil, you see the cloth is inscribed with these runes that you saw before. And you see the leg behind this cloth with the shackle and the broken chain. And that's all that you see. It's almost like it's through this cloth. And you can kind of see the outline of like a brick wall.
Can I reach through with the veil? Can I attempt to reach through like I did?
Sure.
With my non-evil hand and just get this curse a second time?
Yeah, so you reach through with the non-evil hand, and you reach in and you grab the left leg and you pull it out. No problem.
I tuck it into the bag, and then I turn to Ullman, and I just say, Ullman, my dear, we need to go back to our rooms right now.
And Ullman says, I don't think we will have time. And he points, and you see a bunch of guards coming down the hallway.
How teleport?
He says, you ask how visual is teleport?
Yeah, like, was there a bright light when we did it before?
Ullman says, I don't have another teleport.
Fuck, it's the same night, isn't it? So they're coming down the hallway. You don't have any other, like, displacement stuff?
Didn't
Do you have fly?
I have 1 fly.
Aren't you guys still invisible?
Isn't fly 2 people, or is it 1 person?
It's only 1 person.
Okay, I'm going to sneak over to the window. I'm going to crack it. I'm going to push it open, if it's available.
Okay. You have 12 seconds.
Ullman, go.
Okay. Ullman casts fly and zooms out the window. He is now visible, having cast fly.
I leave the window open.
Okay.
And I hide so hard. And like the first opportunity I have, I sneak out that door.
Okay.
I'm going to wait for them to literally come in the room. Reminder, I'm in a 42 sneak right now.
Okay. So what I am going to do is put us on a brief break and draw a map.
I'm so fucking stressed.
Hello, everyone. We are back. Okay, so this is the room. This is the hallway. This is the balcony. The bed, which is huge. Fireplace, sitting area. There's kind of more furniture in here, but I didn't fill the whole space. And this is the closet. So Molly, you have just opened up this area, which is where Ullman has flown out of. Where are you going the next 12 seconds?
I'm going to go right next to the door, if I can.
Here?
I'm just going to be hidden adjacent to the door, right, like, not quite where the door would hit me, but right next to it.
Like here?
A little, yeah, right there.
Okay. So.
And I do leave that window open, I want to be clear.
Okay. Guards start to flood into the room. And the queen, who I'm going to make green, comes into the room. And she says, the alarm was triggered. Someone entered into this space. And you watch as she comes over. And she says, and she commands the two people closest to her to look away. And they look at the door. And you watch as she waves her hand and she sees the empty bell jar. And you hear her gasp. She says, and she waves it back. They took it. Someone in this castle has taken it. And she strolls over to the door. And you watch as she looks at it. And you watch as she starts to wave, and there are two figures, and you see Ullman backward. This ghostly image of Ullman come back, which isn't clear who it is, and this ghostly image of you go back.
But as I start to see that image of me going back, I'm gonna sneak out and attempt to get as far as I can.
Okay. So,
I am invisible still.
You are invisible. I would like you to make a perception check before you do, as you start to walk around this door.
That's a nat 20, but it didn't roll. It sort of fell, and I don't feel confident about that, so I'm going to reroll.
Go ahead and roll.
That's a 15.
Okay. You see a magic item that these guards are wearing. They're spectacles. Make a spellcraft check.
25.
Okay, they are spectacles of sea invisibility.
Okay. So I stop in the doorway. What can I do? What do I have? What do I have? What do I have? I have the sluttier elf pick. What can I do?
The perfect distraction.
Damn, I had a potion of fly. I could have gone with Ullman, and I didn't read.
So I will say, while you're thinking of this, Felicity, as you're in the bath and Ruth is there, you see Ullman banging at the balcony door.
Gosh, I can't get a moment just to...
Ruth goes over and opens the door, and Ruth comes in and says, Molly found the leg and she is in the bedroom. There's a bunch of guards and the queen is there. We have to go now.
I finish my glass of wine.
I think I know what I'm gonna do whenever you're ready. You do.
And I step out of the bath. Fine. Why?
Because I knew it was there.
Oh my god.
And she didn't want to bother you.
Oh, and this isn't bothering me? All right.
While you start to get dressed, I don't know how much of a rush you're in.
I do it efficiently, but not like, oh my god, crazy,
Yeah.
like I'm missing a shoe kind of a thing.
Okay. So, Molly.
Molly, so what Molly's gonna do?
So what you're also seeing is the queen has kind of rolled back time and says there are two people that were here. One went out the window, and you can tell that she didn't realize that there was someone else in the room until someone kind of appeared running back.
Okay.
But
so
she's like she couldn't roll. She missed that there was someone else in the room until it rolled back to over her shoulder.
The moment that I see her like rolling back time and I understand what she's doing, what I'm going to do is like in the doorway, and visibly I'm going to go up like into the doorway. They're looking out, right? They're looking out into the hall.
They're kind of
So what Molly?
This way.
Okay. And so what Molly's going to do, and you let me know this is insane, is going to stealthily take a potion of monkey fish, which is going to drop her invisibility, but she's going to try to sneakily climb onto the ceiling of the hallway without being seen. Like grabbing on the top of the door frame and like getting right above them.
I would say that you're welcome to try, but the queen is turning around as this is happening.
That's what I'm trying to I'm trying to do this right before she sees. So I don't know, like, is there like a reflex thing you want there? Or is that purely stealth, and am I just screwed?
I would say you're
If I'm
welcome to
screwed,
make a stealth check, but you don't get the invisibility bonus.
Yeah. No, I figured I wouldn't get the invisibility bonus.
While you're doing that, what's the distance between our bedrooms and the royal quarters?
It's
Like,
about
how many rounds is it gonna take me to get there?
if you're running, it will take you about. Let's see, how fast can you run? It's.
Oh,
Are you
30.
medium? What's your encumbrance level? Is it light or medium?
Probably medium.
Okay. You move 4 times your speed while running. So you can move 120. Okay, it'll take you 3 rounds of 2 rounds of running to make it down the hall to where this room is.
Okay.
Right. And I got a 30 stealth.
You got a 30?
I got a 30. I got a 19 plus an 11 bonus.
Okay.
Hurt me. Hurt me.
Okay. So she looks over and starts to stroll very quickly over. So Molly, you are climbing up onto the doorway. And you get 10 feet of movement?
I get 10 feet of movement. So my goal is to be horizontal. You know how like a door frame obviously normally goes up and there's that little bit of space before the ceiling?
Uh-huh.
I want to be right there. I want to be right there behind those guards, but out of her view.
Okay.
And how long does it take her to do that? That's what I want to know. Is this all one round, or does it take more than one round?
It is
'Cause
one
I do
round,
have a
but
next
she is like
step. Okay.
hustling. So she probably has a spell
Mhm.
assisting her in her movement. Okay,
Okay.
so that is your round. And she's kind of like whispering, and the guards are starting to move down the hall. They have not appeared
Mhm.
to notice you yet. Some of the other guards don't notice. Don't notice. And he's like, form a perimeter. Don't let them escape. And she's moving over. What is your next move?
My next move is to drink my potion of invisibility.
Okay. You drink your potion of invisibility. You are now invisible.
Okay.
Okay, so 1 and 2 can see invisibility.
And for my movement, I'm going to crawl back to the other side of the door frame, the other side of the top of the door frame.
So you're inside the
I'm
room.
on the inside now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on the inside of the room. I'm above the door frame. Invisible.
Okay.
Crawling. On the walls. Like a sexy little spider.
Okay. So Felicity, you have your clothes on.
Mhm.
Are
honestly,
you
6 seconds? Quick turnaround. Or 12 seconds.
So you can make it outside the room. You see these guards down the hall.
Yeah, I want to go. That's why I asked how long it would take, is if I'm like rushing. I hear a commotion. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, what's going on?
So you and Ruth are rushing. Are you there with Ullman rushing?
No, I think Ullman should stay.
Okay, so you and Ruth are rushing, just like, oh my gosh, commotion.
Yeah, Your Majesty, what's happened?
The greatest actor of all time.
Okay, so you're a little outside of their range, but you're working on your like.
Okay.
Your
Okay.
majesty.
Your Majesty, Your Majesty,
Yeah, you and
Your Majesty,
and then Ruth is like, yeah, up, shocked. Yeah.
Your Majesty.
Okay. Trying to think what spell she would use, and she has the option of looking at these. Damn.
Would the, in theory, image appear to be leaving the room?
The image has stopped.
'Cause I
It only
did
went
kinda-
backwards. It doesn't go forwards.
Okay.
And once she saw it there, she
Oh,
kind
I
of
see.
lost her ability to follow what it was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
This is tense.
Yeah.
This is so tense.
Okay. So you watch as she reaches the door and she casts Arcane Lock.
So, like, hold the door closed?
Yes.
Okay.
So the door is now sealed. And then she starts working her way over. She says, seal everything. And they start closing doors.
Okay. Is there any ventilation ducts in the room? Can I make a spot check?
Sure.
As a 2.
There is the window that was for the balcony, which is probably the main source of ventilation for this room.
Okay.
There is also the fireplace
Yeah, there's the fireplace.
Molly's gonna go for the fireplace. Wait, which is closer? The fireplace, right?
Yes.
Molly's gonna go for the fireplace.
Okay. So you can move. Are you walking or are you crawling along the wall, like with monkeyfish?
I imagine I'm gonna need to do the monkeyfish thing.
Okay. So you move 10. Okay.
But I can dash, right?
I think so.
So I can move 20.
Okay. So you are passing near this guard and you're just crawling along this wall.
Also, in case it wasn't clear, the snake is in my room.
Okay.
I don't have it with me. I didn't feel like that would, like, pulling it out now would be fair. And if I was trying to be invisible, having an extra creature on me, that wasn't, obviously. But I just wanted to throw that there logically to make
Okay,
this
I
make
thought
sense.
it was around your leg. If you want it to be in your room, that's fine, because it can be invisible all the time.
Oh, it can? Oh, sweet. No, let's have it around my leg.
Okay.
Okay, so it's around my leg.
Okay. Felicity, you can now run up with Ruth. And you see the guards.
What's the matter? We heard a clattering.
Clattering.
Roll an
What is going?
roll an
Is
influence.
the queen okay?
Roll a stealth check. Jesus Christ.
Roll an
What?
roll an influence check.
Yeah. Are you trying to be stealthy?
Felicity acting, though. Deception.
It's so good. We heard a clatter. What is the matter?
What's going on? That's a 20.
Okay, well, they rolled a 5. Someone has.
Is everyone okay? Is the queen alive?
Someone. Sorry. They are very serious. I can't keep the straight face.
Mm-hmm. This is serious business, Colton. Come on.
Come on, serious business.
Someone has robbed the queen's room. She is in there doing an investigation. If we find them, we must act quickly.
Okay, is there anything that we can do to help? We didn't obviously see anything, but I heard the commotion of you guys coming down the hall. Do you know which direction they went?
As far as we know, they haven't left the room.
Oh.
But if you see anyone out here, stop them. We don't know who it is. There were 2 people in there, as far as we know.
Okay, any descriptors besides just 2 people?
A tall one and a shorter one.
Okay. Do we know what was taken?
The queen hasn't said.
Okay.
But something very important.
In order to offer my assistance, do you think it would be okay if I entered the room? Maybe Ruth can canvass the hallway here.
The queen has sealed the room, but I will message her and let her know that you have offered your assistance.
Wonderful, thank you.
And he starts to mutter and whisper to the queen. And the queen goes, no one can come into the room. What if they were the one who stole it, coming back to the scene of the crime? No. You can hear this conversation.
I'm wet from the back. I was in the back.
And the guard, who is much nicer about it, says, the queen wishes to keep it a sealed scene, but if you see anything out here, it would be fantastic to have your help.
That's absurd. Of course I'll help out here, but I feel like I could help in there. I go over and knock on the door. Okay. Your Majesty.
Let's see. The guards actually let you go through because they know you can't get in. Okay.
Please, is there anyone I can call for you or like communicate with, or can I help you canvass the room? This is very concerning. We have so many valuables in our room. What if they're
Go get the
what
princess
if
and
they're
guard
gonna
your own
ransack the whole
valuables.
castle?
Yeah.
What?
Go get the princess and guard your own valuables.
You want me to go get the princess and bring her back here so that we can help you?
Go get the princess for me and then go guard your own valuables since you are so worried about them.
Oh, it's just a general state of worried. We do have three other companions that are still back. that was a me. That was a me. I'm sure Molly and Texune and Ullman can handle guarding our rooms. They were in the middle of writing for.
If you want to fetch them for questioning, that would be great.
Oh, sure, I can do that.
Bring them to the throne room, please. Thank you.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Are you sure that there's nothing I can do for you here? Am I taking up? I'm trying to distract her.
She seems very irritated at the situation that she's dealing with. But inside the room, Molly, she is so focused on this conversation with Felicity that she is not focusing on whatever spell she was going to do. She keeps raising her hand to do it, and she's just like,
okay. Can I go to how many turns do I have in this conversation? Because if she looks distracted,
I have one.
So then I need to get into the fireplace. Yes, I'm not going to make it to the window in time.
Yeah, you make it to the fireplace, which you see is very ashy. You make it inside there, but you can't climb it yet. But you realize climbing up this will rain ash on you, and if anyone looks at you, we'll see your outline.
So hiding then is unimportant. I'm going to make myself smaller.
Okay.
And let me know at what point I need to understand, because I've never had more than one potion active. I imagine it's like spells where each one shuts the other one down, kind of like concentration stuff.
No, I think they stack unless they say otherwise, because you can stack invisibility and
and the monkey fish.
So let me see if drinking that potion does trigger the because it's just regular invisibility. Is it greater invisibility or regular invisibility?
Oh, I don't have greater. I'm level 9. I don't have greater invisibility.
I don't know what darkness you have from your gods. Okay, let's see. Actions, let's see. Items dropped or put down. Light, never become invisible.
So I can go up this hole as a small being though, right?
Yes. It is tight, but yes, you can.
Then first what I'm going to do is drink my potion of fly.
Okay.
So that I don't have to touch the walls.
Okay. You drink your potion of fly, and you now know that you will be able to fly up this at least for a time. As you look up there, it does get narrower.
Okay, yeah. I have another potion for that, but I feel like this is the right start.
Okay, so Molly, you just keep drinking potions as you're
literally just like going through my whole belt of like a whole day's worth of potions as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Okay, you want me to grab the princess? Do you know? Sorry, but do you know where the princess is at this very moment?
In the throne room, ready to question you. Thank you. And then you can feel that she has ended the message.
What's going on? Oh, okay.
You did great.
Kind of rude.
Honestly, may have saved my life. I made some bold choices today. You look at me, all the hate in your heart you want. I got you a +5 amulet.
The guards are looking at you like that was ballsy.
Dazzling display.
I look absurd.
Ruth is like, we gotta go.
Okay, yeah, we'll go. We're going.
Okay.
Let's go get our friends, Ruth. Come on.
Oh,
No dilly-dallying.
Ruth just like, okay, let us. And she pulls out her cane from her quiver.
Oh,
that
gosh,
hustle
you're
really
so
hurts my
slow
back,
these
you
days,
know.
Ruth. We really have to get your back looked at.
Can I lean on you, please? And she,
I suppose.
Yeah.
I give her an arm.
yeah, and she just kind of leans and does like this really heavy,
We are
slow walk.
So slow.
Yeah, this is excruciatingly slow.
Yep. We didn't just moments before come running down
Yeah.
the hall.
All right, so as you're hustling, the queen is now moving about the room and is just like, where are they? And she has no idea what she's looking for, so I don't even know. Oh, I know what she should have done. That would have been a lot better. Okay. Molly, I'm going to give you a turn because she was so distracted that she shifted down the initiative.
Okay, so I'm going to take my next potion. God, I'm just burning through these. Reduced person.
Okay. You are now
So
tiny, right?
I am now tiny, and I am flying, and invisible. And I don't know if Monkeyfish is still active. We can just say it's worn off because it feels insane to
It
have
is
4
active.
potions active at a time. Okay, Jesus Christ. Okay. Now I'm the ultimate sneaky little assassin flying through the vents. I'm looking for the first opportunity to leave.
It is
The
straight
chimney.
up. You have to get all the way out.
Straight up.
You're
That's
gonna
how
have to.
chimneys work.
Yeah, you're gonna
I
have.
didn't know if it like vented or like connected to other stuff.
Nope, it is one direct
Yeah.
chimney.
Okay, sweet. Then I fly as quickly as possible. Let me double check my 60-foot fly speed. 1 minute per level. So 8 alchemist levels means 8 minutes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave and I'm going to try to make it back to my room.
Okay. You cannot
Or
get out
actually,
of
no.
the chimney
I'm
in
sorry.
that full time. Like, it is longer than 60 feet, that whole chimney.
I figured I'm going to need another round.
Okay.
But can I dash? Can I dash?
Not with-
Can you dash fly?
I don't think you can dash
Okay.
with fly.
Take a deep
Okay.
breath.
Whatever, let me die. No, yeah,
So
I'll
you
do the
don't know
full
what the
60
queen
feet.
is doing, but you suddenly feel in your thoughts, there you are.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Wait,
she
I
said,
have non-detection.
you do. But
She has to beat a.
she
Sorry,
did.
Did she beat it?
She got an 18 on her roll.
Damn. Yeah, my save is not
And she
that
goes,
great.
you little thief. But let's see. What does she have to roll to recognize you?
It's DC. Well, I don't know if it's more if she can recognize me from my mind.
Correct.
I don't really know what the role is there. It has to remember me, recognize me. Yeah, it's a DC 10 plus my tier plus my charisma modifier, and I'm gonna burn this token to add 3 to that.
Okay. And is that a will save?
That's a will save of 10 plus 2 plus 5 plus 3. So 20. That's gonna be a DC 20 will save.
Okay. Oh no. Molly. She rolled a nat 20.
Oh no.
But Felicity, you actually hear as she goes, Molly, in that voice.
Oh, fuck.
And Ruth is like, puts the thing in her backpack and is like, okay, and then you start. She starts running down the hall. Are you running with her?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You're running down the hall, and let's see. Ullman has with a nat 20 got Tectoon. Tectoon has all of his notes packed up. Okay. So, Nathan, Molly has now been able to fly out. You have not been able to contact any of your party. What are you doing?
Molly is going to she just needs to get far enough away that she can't be like communicated with or tracked.
Okay, you know that detect object or detect person would potentially be able to work within let's see, that's 400 feet plus
Maybe
40
roll
feet per level, so that's like 1,200 feet.
Yeah. 1,200 feet. Okay, Molly's just gonna go straight up.
Okay, how long does fly work for you?
8 minutes.
Okay.
So right now we've consumed 12 seconds.
Okay.
So 8 minutes. I just have to be able to do.
What are you gonna do when you get up there? And your
I
fly
just need
runs
to get-
out.
Sorry, I can't hear you. What's that?
Oh my. Okay, apologies. So 40 feet per level. So she's, in theory, highest level 20.
Let's see. This is
200 rounds times 6 divided by 60. God, she's level 20. I think I did my math wrong. Sorry, just give me a
yeah,
second.
because she's at her ninth level, so
Wait, so it's spell level, not character level?
it's character level, so it'd be level 9.
Okay. Oh, she's level 9. Oh.
Oh, and then add
Wait,
your mythic tier. So I guess it would be level 10, right? Or are you guys mythic tier level 2, so that'd be 11.
No, I thought it was more her level
Like the queen's level?
or my. Is it? Are you calculating my ability?
Oh, I was
to
trying to
fly
get your
or her
fly. I
ability
thought you were
to
trying to
fly?
figure out the fly.
Oh no, I can fly for 8 minutes.
Okay, I thought you were
Um,
trying to get how high you could fly. The queen's level, she would be able to get like 1,600 feet, I believe.
So 1,600 feet, and I mean I can get 1,600 feet easy. 1,600 divided by 60 is 26 turns, which is 160 seconds, which is 3 minutes. So I fly up for 3 minutes, and then the other 5 minutes I'm just flying at an angle down, trying to get.
Okay, I just want to clarify, you are leaving your party. Is that your plan?
I feel like it's safe to be with. I don't feel like I think I'm fucking them over, right? Or do I just get out and I try to find. I'm just gonna get out and try to find them.
Okay, so you're flying out and kind of like looping back to your room from the outside?
I'm gonna try to loop back to the other rooms and see if I catch Ullman or Tectoon.
Okay. You manage to loop out and you see Tectoon and Ullman like getting their stuff together and are starting to run out the door.
Okay, I'm gonna fly alongside them. And then just the whole time I'm just like, sorry.
Through your Cacodemon?
Yeah, through my Cacodemon. Yeah, I'm also like tiny, so maybe they don't even recognize me.
Yeah. Okay. So you're flying. Molly and not Molly. Ruth and Felicity, you're currently sprinting down the hall. The guards are starting to follow you. You have made it to Ullman and Tectoon, who have now come out the room, and they're like, "Where are we going?"
And we're fucked because Ullman doesn't have any charges left.
Teleport.
Teleport.
Correct.
Correct. Okay.
So,
Um.
when I was flying outside, did I see a moat found? Sorry.
Yes.
You want to jump?
Into that?
I know it's gross.
I
You know,
just took a bath. Yeah, I guess we have to. Unless you think we can talk our way out of this.
just talking our way out of it involves giving it back and explaining what we know and potentially having to give them the other piece.
Sorry, I can barely hear you.
Sorry. It's my fault. I keep leaning back. But talking our way out of it would involve giving the leg back and potentially having to explain why we have a piece. And, like...
Could we throw the people at the port under the bus? Or say we were hired. We're just doing a job.
We can, but I still think we'd end up having to give the leg back. If you want to talk this out, I commit to it.
I'm just giving it to you as an option, since we're kind of, like, here.
We don't even know what we're doing with the piece yet. It might be an opportunity to find out more about it. Okay.
So I will give you, because it's new, the things that you have. You have an amulet of plane shift.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You
I forgot
also
about
have
that.
another amulet that is powered by a mystery amulet that you have, but you would need to go over and touch your entire party member in order to teleport them, and you don't have your cart. So you'd be leaving your cart, everything in it, and your donkeys.
Oh,
Juniper.
not the donkeys.
Can I leave Juniper? I'm like physically leave.
Okay, let's plane shift.
Yeah, do you want to go get your ship?
I guess. I mean, more like we just need to get out
Yeah.
and then come back. We have Ullman who potentially knows like the time differential,
Yeah.
right? Or is it just like random?
Ullman knows. If you don't remember, I'm gonna say Felicity does not remember in this
Yeah.
this moment.
I just know that like
Things
time
time
moves
doesn't
slower.
work there. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, time is very different there. And everything catches up at once
Right.
when you come back.
We just have to make sure we're still eating, but we don't have food. We'll figure that out.
I don't think.
We can. That's the least of our priority.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to do an astral plane high five?
No.
So you
let's
all
do it.
sprint back into the same room and all try and touch hands? Okay. Make a DC 15 intelligence check.
So fucked.
We all have to?
Nope, just you.
Or just me?
The one using it.
Okay.
Would you like to know what I rolled?
Yes.
A 16.
All right. You and all your friends, as you high five, leaving Juniper behind, as that you have that moment of like, oh, my donkey. You all touch, and you are now floating. Let me see. Give me 1 second. I want to point this right. You are floating in this silvery gray void.
Sick. We made it.
Guys, I fucked up.
Wait a minute. Important question. In your rush, which hand did you use?
To what? To touch the amulet, I did it with the evil hand. To touch my friends, I used my normal hand.
Okay. Good to know.
I hate you.
Okay.
And with that, that's what we're going to end it for today, with you guys floating in a silvery void of the astral plane.
to get a leg that I don't even know what it does.
And Ruth is like, well, I guess I'm not going back to see them ever again.
Victoria's mad at me in real life. Also, my headphone just died. Hold on a second.
Yeah, sorry.
That was good
I'll let it
timing.
charge for like 30 seconds so I can hear you.
That went.
That was good timing for when those ended. Of all the times that they could have lasted. Oh.
I'm going to shift up the volume, Colton.
Okay.
Can you talk? Oh, no, wait.
Hello. It's me.
Talking. You there?
Yes, I am.
Wait, no, I'm muted. That's why. Okay.
Do you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Yay! Well, congratulations. You managed to dodge yet another fight.
We got the second piece of Exodia.
Oh my god. We're so fucked.
We're so... We can't go anywhere anymore.
I mean, you can go all kinds of places. I felt like I had to remind you had an amulet of plane shift.
Yeah, we definitely had forgotten.
I'm grateful. It was either I was gonna try to talk our way out of it, or yeah.
The fact you managed to dodge the queen was impressive.
I mean, it only took every spell I have.
It
Not
worked.
every one of them, but like half my spells. Yeah.
I was surprised you let Ullman go.
Had to. I mean, like, what was he gonna do? Kill everyone in the room and then we leave?
I don't know exactly what was gonna happen. But yeah, the fact that you moved away from that door, she rolled so low she didn't even notice that you were moving about behind her. So that worked out very well in your favor.
You lucky duck.
And
You beat all my
Felicity, good
safe.
job distracting her. She was
Thank you for that. Now again, would be dead without you. Grateful.
Yeah. Don't forget it.
I didn't expect you guys
Wait,
to go there so quickly.
You
Yeah.
presented as an option. You
I
said
did.
that's where Ullman wanted to go.
Ullman didn't want to go anywhere. I will also tell you, don't forget that you can immediately plane shift back somewhere else. You don't have to
Sweet.
stay here in the astral plane if you don't want to.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Do we get to pick where we re-emerge?
That's also kind of it doesn't say in the amulet of plane shift.
Okay.
So I will say it's basically like a teleport. Although honestly, it's probably like greater teleport. I mean, you're spending that much money on it. That yeah, you can get there. Let's see. Oh, let's see. From the material plane, you can reach any other plane, though you appear 5 to 500 miles from your intended destination. So, yes-ish.
Ish. Okay.
So as long as we pick that spot, we guarantee we're at least 5 miles away from it.
You're within 500 miles away of it.
Yeah, but we guarantee we're at least 5 away.
Yes.
Well, fuck.
Well, congratulations
know
on
if that was
surviving.
the-
I'll give you guys a story point for that.
Wow, we lived.
We're back up to 1 story point apiece.
I mean, you guys are burning them impressively, but I think you're doing them all in the best way you can.
Yeah.
Just trying. It's just so hard.
Oh, so hard.
It's so hard, and everything's so complicated. And I'm collecting parts of a person that I don't know what they do.
Nobody asked you. Nobody asked you to.
We were like, let's go here, and then you were like, let's find the leg, and then I was with Ullman, and it just sort of happened.
You can't blame me.
I'm not blaming you. I just like I want to make it clear that I was just following what I thought was a logical trail and making rash, poor decisions.
And I think
Okay.
our next game is, let me just see, is October 13th.
Okay.
I know that
Well,
October gets kind of messy, so
Yeah, it's the
After that.
It's the weeks after that.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah. So we can plan October 13th for sure, and then we'll figure out what to do from there.
Yeah.
okay.
Would you describe the or is the amulet of flames an actual item?
It is a magical item, yes.
Like an actual item, though, or is it? It's not one you made.
Correct.
Okay, sweet. So I can just look that up and write
Yep.
down exactly
Amulet
what's
of the
going on with it.
Planes, or Amulet of Plane Shift.
Sweet. Oh, I'm so stressed.
Good game, though.
Good game, seriously.
Yeah,
super
you guys
fun.
did great.
Very.
And
very
thank you all for
anxiety-provoking
joining
work.
us. I will end the stream, and we will see you in like 2 weeks.
Woo!